You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
Take a look at their faces, the smiles or a mug. To the man in the mirror, are you proud of the man you become? When you look in the eyes of where you run, take a look at their faces, the smiles or a mug. Every smile ain't real, I can smile and be mad, I can smile and be sad, but you'll never know. I've been learning to put myself on a pedestal. I'm not content with these mirrors or what they have to show. I came a long way, yet there's still a lot of ways to go. I made a lot of mistakes and I'ma make some more. Think about my future, is it bright or is it dim? If I don't make these changes that I want, I guess I never know. Mirror, mirror on the wall, if I drink this alcohol,
morning, y'all, morning.
Will my problems fade away? I need to stop consuming me. Mirror, mirror on the wall, pop this pill, I
yeah.
My problems fade away.
They go 1, 2, 3, 4. When you
to the man in the mirror, are you proud of the man you become?
Proud of the man you
become. Look in the eyes of where you run.
Send y'all music to my email, ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. We just started. We rolling through a playlist before we officially start. We do about 10 minutes of some of our playlists and records.
Look at their faces, the smiles are smiles.
All genres are accepted, of course. Send that fire.
I'm from a place of no light where only darkness grows, where I snatch heartless souls from the carcass bones. We came to earth to kill humans, deliver the hardest blows. The type of shit they put in myth or in the Spartan poem. The king of darkness on the throne, made of tarnished gold, flawless rose, decorated from the heads of all his foes. A sharpened pose to lead the way to most of the sharks below. I don't got a heart or soul, I got a part with yours. Martyr's full, I treat a soldier like a garden gnome. You harmless trolls on the way of something to marching for. The demons back on my call, I'm dressed in shaman robes. Flowers die in my presence, my touch is arctic cold. The Beatles snuff it, refer to me as the Reaper's cousin. If you facing me, the Armageddon is the repercussions. Emerge from hell and shed a concrete, my feet are touching. To see eye to eye, you gotta grow 100 feet or something. What's my motherfucking name? Never repeat it, Bobby Gaga, Bobby Gaga.
Once again, we are live on YouTube, TikTok,
What's my motherfucking
and
name?
Twitch.
Never repeat it, Bobby Gaga,
Right now.
Put your hands up for the boogeyman, Mr. Bobby Gaga, Bobby Gaga.
Got too many felonies for a job, so I ended up broke. Where you was at when I needed 160 for a ball of coke? My mama and my grandma had to hustle every day, no joke. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Burlington Coat Factory for coats. If you wasn't a fam or your parents wasn't broke, then you probably wouldn't know.
How y'all
Where you
doing
was
this
at?
morning?
You wasn't there, and that's how I supposed to go. Where you was at? You wasn't there, and that's how I supposed to go. Where you was at? You wasn't there, and that's how I supposed to go. Got your life, I got mine, homie. That's how I supposed to go. My auntie died from OD off dope, but it wasn't from the shit I sold her a long time ago. But I'm really supposed to know. Take a minute just to think about it. I'll take a minute for us both. Couldn't take a minute cause the ending of the song coming too close. Too much raindrop doing me, I'm soaked. I know how to swim and I got floats. Pussy was so good, I ain't want dope. She lonely, so I gave her dick slow. Ball a little cash, nigga, get more. Don't contribute, then you gotta go. A track, I bust off on it, no cap. You gotta pay me like a hoe. Flamers like my nigga Meek Flow. Grown and sexy like a peacoat. Survive my 30s, I don't need hope. Big girls in my bed till they get soaked. Roll, roll, roll your boat. Everything I've been through in life in these notes. My Angelo quotes. EBT stamped, it was hard to get a load. Told my son don't boast. Thank God that we even made it here, whoa. Catch the sister fed us both. Thank God that we even made it here, whoa. Catch the sisters fed us both. Got too many felonies for a job, so I ended up broke. Where you was at when I needed 160 for a ball of coke? My mama and my grandma had to hustle every day, no joke. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Burlington Coat Factory for coats. If you wasn't a fam or your parents wasn't broke, then you probably wouldn't know. Where you was at? You wasn't there, and that's how I supposed to go. Where you was at? You wasn't there, and that's how I supposed to go. Where you was at? You wasn't there, and that's how I supposed to go.
Where was you at? Praying to God but never had hope. Father ain't dead, he was on soft, he was on hard, he was on both. Where was you at? I was addicted to lean, I was sleeping, dream about a dose. I lost my nigga but I couldn't cope. I popped a 30 talking to his ghost. The path that I feed on. Ever been so low, curious jaws look like King Kong. Where was you at? I ain't have shit, not even a toilet to pee on. Using my car as a room, I would park at the metro and keep my heat on. BM car, they cut the lights, my kids slept with their jeans on. I had to stop drinking lean cause I figured that I was the nigga they lean on. Baking soda was a death to me, mixing coke with the ecstasy. I ain't never did Triple H, that ain't part of my pedigree. Where was niggas not next to me? You a Lion King like Tekken 3. Now slap the print of my F in me when I raise it up like it's equity. Look at the life I gave me. My aunt died, I ain't cry. When I was young, she raped me. Now I scream for the road, can't blame her.
This is what happens when raw papers meet loose leaf. At my laptop typing like it's murder, she wrote. Rappers don't write no more, you can tell in it shows. Everything sounds the same like one long ass song. Shit, I can't knock your talk shit and then tell you wrong, but part of the pressure. Apis Predator rockin' with me, step it up. I might do a show at the Red Hat, invite my people out. Short fuse, got this bitch slapping, I might go Kobe out shit. I should've wore my Grinches, this gon' get offensive.
Send that fire to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
I'm about to run the numbers up on them, Lamar Jackson. Flows been out of this world, it's around Saturn. They want to smoke, but they got asthma. I guess nobody's matching. Call this shit matches. Y'all got limits and maxes. I'm in my Halloween maxes. MDK. Flows been cold, but y'all late to get masked up.
We got 2 minutes and 58 seconds.
Snapping all this goat talk. Stocking up on curry and cabbage. PSA, AR-15 club, we'll get into that. Still the loneliest number that you ever knew. Same one that wrote his name across the sky in Carolina blue. But they wanna bring the devil out of RDU. Watch me go Zion, Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum. There's no debate. The Bay Harbor Butcher's back. Looking for what slice of life. They say lightning never strikes twice. My pen proves cap. You know the saying? Fuck that. You in the black box.
I'm in a race again, cooking up place again. That y'all wanna taste again. I am so out of this world that they gon' have to give me space again. I am the landlord, cause I'ma put them in their place again. Yeah, whoa. I'm in a race again. I'm cooking a place again. All my niggas really play to win. I am so out of this world that they gon' have to give me space again. I'll be the landlord, cause I'ma put them in their place again. Mob ties, I got mob ties. 99 cents, you a small fry. Every time I rap, they all die. Got it out the mud like a hog tie. I got bankroll, so there ain't a place that I can't go. On your head like a Kango, I'll be whip it like Django. Modern day Chris Angel, finna levitate. They animate. Every beat I'm finna detonate by any means like Malcolm X. You niggas checks. I be snapping like niggas hate me already, I ain't even get a chance to yawn yet. At the top and I'm beyond there, did it by myself, this beyond fair. Rappers dying on a daily, I be folding niggas up like a lawn chair. I be going fucking mania on them, they be trying to figure how to stop a nigga. Must be working for the government, y'all the main ones trying to block a nigga. For the right bands, I'll rock a nigga on time with it, I'll clock a nigga. Knock a nigga fucking eye straight like Visine, I'll drop a nigga. I do this shit with some season, all niggas know I'm finna get even. Niggas be hating on me cause I'm breathing, niggas really don't be having no reason. I just be killing them all and give my condolence to anybody that is grieving. I had to wake them all up, they was sleeping, swagging on them like my name Willie Beeman. What is the meaning? Hey, what up? Yeah, I'm in a race again, cooking up place again. That y'all wanna taste again. I am so out of this world that they gon' have to give me space again. I am the landlord, cause I'ma put them in their place again. Yeah, whoa. I'm in a race again. I'm cooking a place again. All my niggas really play to win. I am so out of this world that they gon' have to give me space again. I'll be the landlord, cause I'ma put them in their place again.
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
Share the stream.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the alone, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so
all right. We are finally freaking here. You already know what it is. Morning to everybody freaking tapped in, and I just woke up, and you know what I'm saying? I know we're on different hours of whatnot. It's about 9:31 a.m. for me right about now. So again, hopefully y'all, you know, waking and baking, you know what I'm saying, making a cup of coffee while y'all are able to listen to some decent and dope freaking music, as well as sending in some stuff. If you are here for the first time, pretty much we are a live music reaction and review show for independent artists and producers around the globe. You know what I'm saying? We are able to play all genres, so I always remind y'all, don't be freaking shy. You know what I'm saying? Send in that fire, man, if you got it. The only thing that we try to get y'all not to do is to send like, you know, records where you're rapping on a Jay-Z beat, Drake, Kendrick, you know what I'm saying, like the freaking likes and stuff like that. As much original freaking stuff as possible, just so we don't risk the stream getting cut, blocked, muted, or flagged, you know, in certain countries, on certain platforms, all that good stuff. It's 100% free to submit to our show. You just got to send to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com. And of course, as a reminder, we are streaming live on you know what I'm saying, all platforms. So shout out to YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok freaking tapped in with us freaking this morning. Be patient if you are in that free line, but for those that do not want to wait, you guys always know you can skip that line. Hit that Cash App, PayPal, or Super Chat.
Like some hot sauce from hot ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries. Standing out.
All right, and I think we do have one that will be coming up in a moment from Monsieur Diesel. Let me just run one of our morning playlisted records as per usual, and then we'll get right into the skip and, you know, go back into the free line and all the jazz. Is there any other information that I wanted to give? No. Like, all files should be fine, except for Tidal and Apple Music. Other than that, we play videos and everything.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. Hey. Good morning. Good morning. Ay, I thank the Lord that He ain't take me out my sleep. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Ay, I roll my weed and take it drill like rest in peace, but still good morning. Good morning. Ay, every day I leave the house, it's cold, I tell my heat, but still good morning. Good morning. I ain't wake up till you left night, yeah, but shit got real, yeah. It's hard to sleep at night, but you know peace be still. Look, my mama in the eyes before she got a pill. Hey, waking up, I made the catch, I'm still gon' chase a meal. I told my brothers I'll be back if now he hold the wheel. I had a nap on other nigga that I shot and killed. They overdrive until this month, I'm talking overkill. Every day I wake up just to get it, pray for niggas. That's against me, we gon' push it till it's empty. All my niggas coming with me. Talking sunshine, rain, streets cold. Through these long nights, hard times don't fall. Don't feel no man, don't trust no soul. I'm looking against no break, stuff gon' go. Good morning, good morning. I thank the Lord that He ain't take me out my sleep. Good morning, good morning. I roll my weed and take it drill like rest in peace, but still good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Every day I leave the house, it's cold, I tell my heat, but still good morning. Good morning. I ain't wake up till you last night, yeah, but shit got real. Good morning. Good morning. I thank the Lord that He ain't take me out my sleep. Hey, good morning. Good morning.
That chicken. Dark Squad. Nick Flanagan. What up, man? It's 11:31 here. wanna tell me that I gotta get around, cause it's cool freaking a lot of times you wanna like tell people that. Alright, y'all know what it is. Let's get into it. Before we get started. Well, no, we gotta skip already, right? Let's go ahead and see, or at least make sure that we can grab that from the freaking email first or whatnot. But shout out to everybody freaking tapped in right now. Hold on. What the freak? Okay, let me. Alright, I gotta bring this back while I'm refreshing that. Sometimes the email freezes. I gotta like reopen freaking Gmail all over again and stuff like that. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and activate in 5, 4, 8, 6.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all eat pizza, so I make weird music. I got pizza if you need them, PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in cause I stay clowned. You wanna stay down then.
Alright, this is a 2-song back-to-back skit. We're gonna take care of first, and you sent Rolling Stoned Remastered, so we'll chickadee check this out, see what it is, give y'all thoughts about this in the chat. All feedback is welcome. We usually rate everything on a 1 to 10 scale, and you know, just try to give the artist as much. Should we look at this? Always let us know when we should look at something more like a cover or a.
Sometimes I get stoned in my backyard, lay off in the tall grass on my view with the stars. I think about nothing, get to clear my thoughts from all the thunder and lightning, so I feel a spark. Sometimes I get higher than the Colorado Rockies, hoping that the country sheriff don't stop me. Like Charlie Daniels said he shouldn't smoke that dope, but damn, I can't help it. I love Rolling Stone. With the windows rolled down and the radio up, sweet tea bowl in my solo cup, listening to the humming of the 44, sounding like a concert at my beat up door. Arm hanging out the window, smiling away, smoking on some green where the cattle graze. Charlie Daniels said he shouldn't go smoke that dope, but hell, I can't help it. I love Rolling Stone.
I love the Rolling Stone.
I love Rolling Stone.
Yeah, this is the one you said yesterday, huh?
We'll smoke roll around the cab with the dome light on, looking for a stage rollers and a Skinner song. Hanging out with Mary Jane, but she's making the time go slow. Making memories of my buddies through the thick green smoke puff, passing up the windows of my old Tahoe. Lifted so damn high I can't come down. Driving under the speed limit in my town.
Thank you for the like.
Windows roll down and the radio up. Sweet tea bowl in my solo cup. Listening to the humming of the 44, sounding like a concert out my beat up door. Arm hanging out the window, smiling away. Smoking on some grown where the cattle graze.
1 to 10, how y'all feel about this?
But hell, I can't help it. I love Rolling Stone.
Yeah. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
I love Rolling Stone.
Oh, you need like a duet kind of thing.
Well, there ain't nothing like swaying out a windy back road, baked like a barn full of tobacco. I know Jesus drank one, but I bet he wouldn't mind sitting with me in my Chevy, passing around the future with the windows rolled down and the radio up. Sweet tea full in my solo cup, listening to the humming of the 44s like a concert at my beat up door. Well, I'm hanging out the window, smiling away. Smoke's on some grown where the cattle graze. Oh, Willie said there's nothing wrong with smoking dope, so light one up and let's get Rolling Stone.
The Rolling Stones and shit, freaking people ain't got no gas or tires, rolling home and shit, freaking it's cool. I also like don't know what is freaking like happened. I freaking had the Pandora's box and I opened it, hoping that freaking say cover and AI master. You just lost all faith in humans. Huh? Listen, big freaking salute. Listen, at some point, you gotta do some of the work, right? Hold on, let's go ahead. I'll say this. As I said freaking yesterday and so like that, right? You know, when you do a cover for the people who've heard, you know, any of the original, you know, stuff, they're gonna compare it, you know, directly to that. In some cases, they're gonna be a lot harder on anybody who does a cover than, you know, than someone who would do like a legit remix where they sort of like add other, you know, elements or whatnot, right? So my recommendation is always to go to like remake the beat, right, yourself, or get somebody else to do that, and then to do a legit remix, right, where like the tone is different, maybe the beat's chopped up, and then elements are added, and then what you add is a little bit more original, and then paying homage to that you know, other song or whatnot. Cause, you know, I mean, there will be people who will, you know, I mean, basically, if you don't do it good enough, your version is akin to a karaoke version of the song, right? Where you're just at a karaoke bar, everybody's kind of drunk and shit like that. You go up and sing a song that you kind of know, you know what I mean? And we often want to feel like you are singing the like, nah, I'm an artist. I am the artist in some case. In most cases, you should be able to take the song and make it yours to where people, you know, kind of forget about the original just a little bit. You know, but in terms of seeing you with more structure, like, you know that I appreciate that the most. There will be times where you'll just either freestyle on most records or just feel like the placement of where you sort of, you know, say words just won't be as structured. And so I appreciate seeing you with some structure, but like, it's almost not fair because, you know, again, it's not your structure, right? You didn't come up with the words, the melodies, or you know, the situation. And then, you know, letting an AI master your stuff, letting AI do anything is lame to me, right? Because like, I feel like we should always use it as a tool, yes, but not at the detriment of basically cutting out the, not necessarily the middleman, but like the actual humans who love to do this shit, who went to school for it, who like know, you know, what sounds good, going in, coming out and stuff like that. So I'll always recommend you get with a actual person. You still haven't come to me yet at all for the mixing and mastering yet and stuff like that. So yeah, we don't know what that, you know what I'm saying, would sound like. But again, you know, you're always willing to send some in. I need your vocals, whatever kind of production and stuff like that. I can get you, you know, as close as I can to, you know, to seeing like where, you know, the lack of quality freaking is and stuff like that. When you do send out your vocals, always make sure that you do it dry, right? No, don't mess with the EQ. Don't add any plugins. Just send, like, export your vocals without the beat. Separately, if you have like doubles, ad-libs, any sort of like ins and outs and stuff like that, all make sure they're all separate as well, just because if there's anything I can't remove or turn down, or, you know, like, it just doesn't freaking help or whatnot. But yeah, man, I mean, I feel like you've had a lot of different records where you had different potential. This one just needs a little bit more, but if people know the song, I feel like they wouldn't mind sort of getting in there and singing to it. Your second one, you sent, no, Did you send a link directly via the Shmule? Directly via the Shmule app. What up, Trino? Trino. All right, let's see what the second one is. Is this the end? He did it in the
beat.
Bruh, but if it's
Express yourself.
You are just trying to get us cut today.
How you feeling?
We're blocked. Cause it's, I mean, why rap on anything that Diddy rapped on ever at this point? Oh shit, let me see what happened.
Family. One day it was gonna happen, but she never told me when. She told me it would happen when I was mature. Wish she would have
I remember that song though.
Yo, I gotta figure out this sometime that I
Yeah.
I'm gonna live or die. And I don't wanna die right now, cause I'm living my life the best way that I know how. I don't wanna live anymore because the nightmares are all in the dreams. Now that I live,
I might not, man. This is.
And it is what it is. It's the matrix caught up in a whole new world.
I'm scared. I'm scared right now.
What we want out of what we want, and that's what it is in this way that we work now.
I mean, Genuine and dude, I never knew freaking Genuine and Carl Thomas was on that song originally. And like wow, man. You know, the crazy thing is, right? Because I remember that whole freaking time, right? When this album came out, and then when Carl Thomas finally had a single, right, of his own, you know, I remember that video and stuff like that, and that was way after that. So he had to, you know, to be cooking, you know what I'm saying, up for like some years before he finally like released Carl Thomas and shit like that. But I didn't even know that was Genuine on that song and shit like that. I just know Twista was on there.
Anymore, but I'm gonna let this shit go. Yeah, I'm in me and I'm gonna let it flow, you know. Every time I think about this shit in my mind,
let me look at the thing and see.
I don't wanna think about all the bullshit in mind, cause it's in the mind, and the body reacts differently than how I see it in my mind, cause I see it in a different reaction, in a different way.
Nick Flanagan, you still in the building?
The time that we're living in is now. Let's take the past and live it in the past. Cause the way that we're living right now is just the way that we wanna work, and the way that we wanna work is the way that we wanna see. The vision in the mind's eye is all clear. That's what mama told me. Mama told me one day it was gonna happen, but she never told me when.
Yes, he did, yeah.
Told me it would happen when I was much older. I wish it would have happened then.
Which it would have happened a lot of.
Mama told me one day it was gonna happen, but she never told me when.
Yeah, he tried to.
Told me it would happen when I was much older. I wish it would have happened then. Seen so many people coming after me, but I never feel on my knees. I had to get on my knees to pray, but that's it. I'd rather die living on my feet than falling on my ground. And I'm gonna get up every time that I fall, and it will never be the same way that it was before, because I never walk in the same path twice. But I'll take a side road around, and I'm gonna make it in a different side form. The form is all in the rhythm and the rhyme, and that's the way that I spit it when I drop these dimes on these motherfuckers, cause they never gonna understand the shit that I've been saying. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck?
Like the ones that coming out in the brain, and they don't want to reflect
Bruh.
the brain. They vision inside.
See, that would have been a Dorky don't play that right there. You let the beat skip or whatever.
So disappear into the next existence when time is an existence inside of the mind. The mind is the vision inside of the universal time. The time is inside of the universal mind, and the mind is just a vision inside of the rhythm and rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Cause the story's going in the same direction every time. It's going into hyperboles inside of the mind. The mind disappears inside of time. Time reflects the vision of the way that we see the world right now. And the way that we see the world right now comes off in the vision of the rhythm and rhyme. And that's the way that we drop it down.
But I'm back in it, there's a lot of times I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do, but freaking I'm gonna rapping, and freaking people don't even know if I'm slapping, and cracking, knacking, and every time freaking I see you, I'm attacking, if in the cab, but it's not that hard. Listen, so what I will say is, try not to, for all art, like, yeah, you go against the grain in terms of still sending stuff. I tell artists freaking not to, like, try not to do that. Like, just like, if you know you're rapping on an industry beat, right? Like, that means other artists have already made a record to it, released the record in stores. Like, that is the main aspect. If the original record is still on Spotify and iTunes and all those platforms, try not to send those records, the beats, or you rapping on the beats, right? You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, the Shmuel app kind of allows you to do it on the Shmuel app doesn't mean it's okay for YouTube, for TikTok, for, you know, for Twitch, for certain platforms. They're very picky. And, like, again, you've been around where I've been, like, literally blocked from going live for like 3 weeks, for 3 months, for different times because of certain records that people have sent in. So try, please, not to send those records or whatnot, right? Yeah. I played it because it was, you know, a skip or whatnot, right? Like, I'll let you guys slide or whatnot. At the very, if we're risking the stream at all, at least you're paid to do it, right? But what I will say is, again, it never really lets us shine in full because we're always going to compare something to that original song. We're always going to come back to, like, oh, you got to top Twister, you got to top this, you got to top that. You know, that was honestly one of my favorite songs from the album that I can even, like, really remember from it at all. You know, and so I'm gonna be even more of a hard critic and stuff like that. Chorus, I mean, he kept it mostly, you know what I'm saying, the same. But the verses you freestyled, you know, got in there, you know, sound on it, did a little something freaking different or whatnot. Had more of a, you know, that lyricism, poetry fest kind of style I always talk about. And you already know how I feel about freestyles, mostly, right? Trino, you're the same freaking thing. When it comes to freestyles, I never feel like it's the best record. It's never gonna be the best type of record because we're not giving it that record structure. We're not going, all right, here's where the intro is going to go. Here's where the first verse, here's the chorus, here's the second verse, here's the third verse. You know what I mean? Like, actually being able to sit down, write, and structure everything out is supposed to be fun, not a chore, right? And like some of you guys, I feel like either you get writer's block and so you just decide to freestyle instead, or, you know, just maybe you're not finding the right beats that are going to allow you to rap in the best freaking way or whatnot. But as soon as you hit that point, like, trust me, like, it's a job to find that right beat that you know, that is that perfect thing that allows you to sit down and do everything perfectly. But once you get the hang of it, right, once you find that first good freaking beat, and then second, third, fourth, you know what I mean? Like, everything will, you know, trickle down and stuff like that. And listen, there have been times where I've been asked to get on certain features. I may have not felt the beat in the same way or whatnot, and like just simply writing to it anyways would literally feel like I'm forcing it, right? And so what I often try to do is, if I'm not feeling it as freaking much or whatnot, I go ahead and write to something else or whatnot. Maybe even make a new beat for my section of the song, so that way it can, you know, become, you know, still be cohesive, yet elevate a little bit, and then allow me to still do my freaking thing and stuff like that. Certain cases, like, I would rather do that than to feel like, oh, I need to freestyle because I'm not, you know, feeling whatever the song is. Some of you guys just like to freestyle, so that's, you know, the thing, you know. But again, I struggle to find any record or verse from an artist who freestyled it that I can still remember, that I liked, that I run back, that I put on my freaking playlist in that way of everybody needs to hear this. And, you know, we want to hear that perfect sort of like middle ground that, like, you know, like we basically want to feel like you guys feel like truly whatever beat that you're on. And when you do, like, you can tell, right? Because even in a freestyle, all the bars will be there, like, because the beat will, you know, inspire that energy, the words, you know what I'm saying, the lyrics that you need to get in there and stuff like that. So big freaking salute, and you know, keep doing your freaking thing or whatnot. Like, listen, Diesel is very much, you know, I think everybody wishes they had what you had in terms of like just kind of being able to do whatever sometimes. Like he will literally do an R&B record straight up. You know what I mean? Oh, let me just do a cover of this R&B song, like where you know you need to be able to sing, but he just kind of tries it anyways and stuff, and knowing that he can't like sing like that. And that's the type of person, like when it comes to karaoke artists, you want both sides. You want that like, oh no, they're horrible. And then you also want that like, damn, they could really like say, like, what are they doing here? Right? So it depends on what you're trying to freaking do and so like that, right? If you really want people to take you serious as an artist, like you kind of know what you need to do. You know, and don't let up, keep going. Let me see what we got. We're gonna go ahead and jump back into the free line. Thank y'all for y'all patience. Let me see who is next up. Mugs Money, you sent I hate people, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. You said just a rough draft. Still got to get my homie on the second verse. I already know you're gonna hate my low-key energy and shit like that, man. Well, then why are you doing it, sir? Why are you doing it? When you know what we gonna say. Listen, the whole point, half of the point of you sometimes coming to the show, right? Or any review show for that matter, is being able to know kind of like how some people are going to think about certain aspects, and then actually being able to adjust and change that to say like, okay, so what is it? Like literally, if you can think about any of the records that you do as like, all right, if we remove the beat completely, would it be dope? That's all you ever have to ask yourself. Would you still be able to rap the same verse in the same energy to someone randomly walking on the street and then them actually go, oh shit, and start pulling out their phone because it's so dope? That's what you have to do.
Here I come, I'm coming, shotgun pumping. You can tell it's me by the way the bass thumping. Got the trunk rumbling, What you punks mumbling, Here I come, I'm coming, shotgun pumping. You can tell it's me by the way the bass thumping. Got the trunk rumbling, What you punks mumbling, Oh no, there I go through your window, like he's Ellen Smokey trying to rob Debo. Fuck around and get shot like a free throw. If he didn't, ain't forgetting, trust me, now we know. I ain't the one, you heard I ain't the one. You done started some shit, now you in trouble, son. And it's troublesome, you young as never knuckle up. Oh, you thuggin' now, cause you got some guns tough. Look me dead in my eye, tell me if I give a fuck. I'm on borrowed time, that's why I live it up. To the fullest, What I talk about, ain't no doubt I really do this. I got mental problems and I'm trying to solve them. Old ways and days, I would take some pills and pop them. Those days are over, now that I'm clean it's over. Still riding early, hoping that I don't get pulled over. Here I come.
Hold on. Why does it feel like there's still something in there?
I'm coming, shotgun pumping. You can tell it's me by the way the bass thumping. Got the trunk rumbling, What you punks mumbling, Here I come, I'm coming, shotgun pumping. You can tell it's me by the way the bass thumping. Got the trunk rumbling, What you punks mumbling,
When I'm back, a lot of freaking people don't know what to do when I rap, and also there's a lot of people who will freaking go down, and people don't ever want to tell me that I'm blow. How the fuck can you like roll around freaking you don't know, like how the fuck that anything that I could ever say is profile. There's a lot of people who will go through my profile and be like, nigga, what the fuck is this dude? He got no style. There's a lot of times where like you rhyming and you don't know shit, and people also like looking those and then like they won't go into any freaking 100 house. I went in and I wanted out and went back in and then sold people something. I don't know what is happening. I sold people nothing. Listen, dog, on Halloween I've sold people pumpkins, and I don't know. What do y'all think about this right here?
Here I come, I'm coming, shotgun pumping. by the way the bass thumping. Got the trunk rumbling.
What up, Danny
Got
Ray?
the trunk
Isaiah?
rumbling. What you punks mumbling? What you punks mumbling? Here I come, I'm coming. Shotgun pumping. You can tell it's me by the way the bass thumping. Got the trunk rumbling. Got the trunk rumbling. What you punks mumbling? What you punks mumbling?
What you punks mumbling? This is about the time. Oh, I wanna. All right, big freaking salute. Let me see. Big salute to that one right freaking there or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, it wasn't necessarily freaking that bad. Yeah, mix obviously still needs a little bit of freaking flair there. Yes, I still do want a little bit more energy from you on the shit. As I said, my thing is for any artist who has a very chill like energy on any beat, right? But especially something that's more hype. You know, it's a hard choice to freaking make, really, because people are expecting you to be a little bit more hype, right? They hear a beat like that, and then they think like a 6ix9ine or, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that at least. You know, but I couldn't stand 6ix9ine because he was way too much energy, and I felt like, bro, you need to be in rock, you need to be in heavy metal, you know, not freaking, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing, because you need to calm the hell down. On the opposite side, you know, there's artists who are a little bit freaking like you, a little bit more freaking chill, and I'm telling you, you have that like more straight up just chill boom bap, you know, 420 vibe, deadpan face kind of somewhat, you know, like you don't seem like you want to necessarily like exceed too much energy, which is fine, but you have to kind of hop on the right beats to do that, right? Because again, you're that type of artist that may get drowned out by a lot of the sound, right? How are you going to project your voice if you do that, you know, heavy metal rock version and stuff like that, right? Are you able to like whatever? I don't know how high he needs to go, how much more aggressive he needs to get in there. But the other thing was, it felt like there was an element in the beat or somewhere in the mix that just like, maybe you added something by accident that you didn't take out, but there's a certain tone or sound, or it felt like someone was watching TV at the same time or something, and I can't like get it out of my head while it's freaking playing, but it doesn't feel like it needs to be added to the music itself, right? It just feels like something random in it. I don't know what it is. I'd have to isolate the sounds to sort of see, and you know what I'm saying, go from there or whatnot. I appreciate the 3 minutes and 25 seconds, the content, you know what I'm saying, everything that the record stood for, man. So keep doing your thing. Said, have you heard of Lucky and stuff like that? I have not, but I'm always open for suggestions of artists that I should do reactions to, like as standalone, you know, videos off the stream and stuff like that. So if you want me to react to another artist who perhaps is, you know, not independent and, you know, has a record deal or something like that, if they're one of those, send them with like the hashtag ThatDorkyReaction. Right, like those are the ones that I'll do like as, you know, standalone outside of like the skipping clips and stuff like that. Hold on, I'm trying to write this down right quick. Okay. What else do I need to put freaking here? Why isn't it letting me? Okay, can I give away plus what? Okay, I need to get out of here so that I can just add this to what we're doing now, I guess. All right, what else did you say? Shout out to Danny Raves, like, oh well, you know what I'm saying, I recorded it at 3 a.m. in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So a little hard to get crunk and something like that, man. This is why, you know, so I understand your pain a little bit, right? Because there was a time where I could only really get inspired at night, right? I'm recording at home with my mom and all that shit, right? Back in the day. And I always felt this, like, I don't want nobody to hear what I'm doing until it's done type shit. So you always kind of somewhat like allow your voice to die down, and it's not the best aspect for the record, right? So with that said, you know, always make plans to re-record it. If you know you're not giving your best performance, make plans to re-record it every time. Like, don't just leave, oh, I'm just gonna move on to the next record, I want to hurry up and get it out, like I'm cool because I already did it. Like, don't be lazy. Like, this is our job, right? As an artist, if we want to get paid for it, we have to act like this is what we get paid for. If you had another job and you didn't complete some shit, either someone else would have to complete it for you, or you go back in and make sure you complete that shit. You want the report at the end of the month, or whatever kind of accolades you would get. You want all that to be looked at, because that's how you get that raise. That's how people start, you know. And again, the raise, I've said we can use this analogy for our music. The raise is more people fucking with your shit because they see the work ethic that you have. More people wanting to invest in you as an artist, you know, and stuff like that. So y'all know what it is, man. Said I be up late working on music and stuff like that, right? Like, I mean, you gotta go. This is why, like, most people gotta go to the studio, right? We can't just keep recording at our houses and stuff like that. We gotta go to the studio where it's made to be, right? The whole thing is, oh, here's a booth, right? You can be as loud as you fucking want and need to. I'll adjust the vocals. I'll make sure you sound right. Like, that's the situation we need to have. If we're like, you know, kind of half-assed in any way, like we're just trying to see what's up, really. We're not doing the best job. We're gonna go ahead and get back into the free line right about now. Appreciate y'all patience as we tap in. Again, we're on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch right now, and I appreciate yo.
Nonsense and Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from hot ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna choke through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries. Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a
all right, next up in the free line, William Rampola, aka LBC Canin. What do you freaking have? I gotta keep remembering not to go save over that, because I still have to do a reaction to
Hi, can I help you? No, thanks. It's just flooded. I'll be okay.
I just got Robin Williams.
When I met her, I was 21. She was 18. We
LB singing it.
Dream, scary, kind of frightening. Little did I know that shit would turn to dope. Got me losing all hope. Suicide, you grabbed her.
What up, Jay?
I tried to get her back and I do it all again. Cause the kids, they need their mother, but tonight I'm drunk again. I'm trying to help her, but can't help my damn self. Got me coming up with strategies, I'm really something else.
Because you're sucked into drinking beer by believing it's a healthy thing. All these beer commercials usually show big men, manly men doing manly things. You've just killed a small animal, it's time for a light beer. Why not have a realistic beer commercial? What's the realistic thing about beer? Where you go, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. You've just pissed on a dumpster, it's Miller time. Next thing you know, you got a couple more beers, you got a friend in a headlock going, I love you, little fucker, I love you. That's the kind of love I have for you, baby, goddammit. You work your way beyond beer.
I don't know how to handle these, you can call them issues. My son caught me in the corner crying, handing me tissues. I miss you and I can't fucking lie. Got me thinking crazy thoughts like tonight I'm gonna die. She can't stop talking to these motherfucking people. She's better than them junkies, we ain't even fucking equal. I point a finger at them, got 3 back, and myself evaluate your life, cause there's really nothing else. I'm an alcoholic and I got a bad temper, and I really need some help, but she won't lift a fucking finger. She won't give another try. I really think
Dick Flanagan said I used this instrumental before.
Can't be there for me. I've had enough.
You've got an alcoholic problem. You do.
Why is the why was the bottle moving?
Remember what you've done the night
I mean the glass was just like jello and shit.
Really? I took a dump in your tuba. Oh my God, he said fit in with the band.
I agree. I agree.
God, it's over. Oh, don't you see it's all over? God damn it.
Yeah.
There you are at Betty Ford Hospital going, I'm fine now. I'm a reformed alcoholic. I feel so much better about myself. I am fine. No, you have that double vodka.
Oh my gosh, if you don't hurry up with another.
I realized when I became a reformed alcoholic, I said, hey.
Okay, hold on, man, because
Captain Herbalife, discretion goes out. Don't do this to me.
oh my, so the rest of the song is just like the beat, but with like more Robin Williams jokes and shit like that. Okay, this song itself has like a little bit of a weird structure. I do appreciate tributes when it comes to like, you know, you guys making tributes for like other artists, you know, actors, celebrities, whatever it is. I feel like there's always a good way to do one of those things. In these cases, you know, you put maybe about 4 to 8 bars. You should put 4 to 8 bars at different times, as opposed to like, you know what? Let me put one section freaking here, then I'll come back freaking rapping, and then I'll put a whole other freaking thing, like, you know what I mean? And like, I do feel like there's a lot more that can happen with this. The mix also isn't freaking there. You're hiding a little bit behind the beat or whatnot. I mean, I like the style that you have, of course, but I still want to hear that quality. You like continuously fight against like really doing anything that I've told you since you came to the show or whatnot, right? And like this, like, yes, I understand that not everybody has access to a studio, right? But that doesn't mean you shouldn't get there, right? That you shouldn't actually get the right equipment to at least make yourself sound professional. For every artist, we start somewhere, right? Eventually, invest in yourselves in some way, whether that is getting a better setup for yourself or going to a studio. Do not continue to cut corners for years upon years upon years, because that adds to your legacy. What I know about you is most of your records do not have good mixes. You know what I'm saying? So when I go into it, I'm not always able to enjoy it as much. I'm not wanting to, you know, immediately run it back or, you know, just share it immediately, because again, other people will think the same thing of like, that mix isn't, you know what I'm saying, there or whatnot. They'll be able to see the potential, but like, again, you really need to, like I'm looking for the songs from you that where I can feel like you've taken it seriously. And I have heard, like don't get me wrong, I have heard records from you that have better mixes, right? So I do know that you're able to get there. Just at certain points you decide to like say fuck it, you know what I'm saying, and let's just not at all even freaking care. Let's not freaking try. Let's just record the song. I feel like that's a bad move, man. Like you want to trick people, okay? You want to trick people into thinking you guys are signed, right? Because essentially, if at all you're trying to get to a label, most of them want you to have your fan base already. They want you to have the people who are buying your merch, the people who are actually showing up for you at the live shows and stuff like that, right? And I know you have half of that. Right? You just need that step of freaking quality that's going to push it over the freaking edge and then make people feel like, I need to tap in with them. You know what I'm saying? The movement is real and shit like that, right? Again, when you take that pride in the quality, like it adds everything or whatnot. Odd Future didn't necessarily have the best mixes per se when they first started off with the early stuff. but they got better over time. And even the ones I considered not necessarily the best, it wasn't as bad. Like it still had this, it had the element of being indie, but you could tell that they still cared about, you know what I'm saying, the music. And you know, again, when you get to see the progress, you know, it just helps you respect that artist a little bit freaking more or whatnot. For me, it's like I just don't want any reason for people to have an excuse not to enjoy a record. You know what I'm saying? Outside of like just not fucking with your content or something like that, right? What do you say? People who love to like things that other people like or something like that. What does that mean? Let me see. It was their delivery and passion. You know what I'm saying? You could hear, you know what I'm saying, the music. That means more than a good. No. Because if the mix isn't good, no one's gonna share the record. You guys listened, but I see nobody in the chat who's asking for the link, right? This is my point. You guys are not like, oh, let me get that. I fucked with his whole. Like, no, you're not saying that right now. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hating on him as an artist and the record. Like, he sent millions of freaking records to the show and whatnot. We're good. But when I do see that more records than not, you know, you don't take that extra effort and you kind of just keep recording, whether it's on your phone or whatever. I still eventually want you guys to like, yeah, get to the studio, take it seriously. Like you can literally record the footage of you recording the song in a studio. When people see that, they want to invest in you more because again, they see you actually being there working on the craft or whatnot. The studio for us as artists, right, is like us being at the job, right? So just look at it like that a little bit. And yes, you can still hear, to your point, basically what you're saying is you can still hear the passion and the content from an artist, even if there's not, you know what I'm saying, a good mix or whatnot. I get that. But it means nothing if after people hear it, they're not wanting to share it, add it to their playlist immediately. And you know what I'm saying, going from freaking there. Let me go ahead and go back into the free line. Let me see, Tino, we got you right up, and then we'll see what you got. Let me see. Just mean in general, you know what I'm saying, dude specifically doesn't have it, but there are many artists that don't have good mixes, but sounds good so people don't care. No, see, I'm one of those people that do that do care, man. Like I haven't heard, put it like, there's no bad mix from an artist that's made it to the radio, right? And like to a lot of people's argument, right? Like some of you guys don't care about radio, so that doesn't matter to a lot of you guys, right? But you can't control how big your record gets to a certain extent, right? If it does get big, the only thing that will stop it from hitting those other sectors is that kind of mix or whatnot. They'll be like, we can't play. Like, for instance, I hear a lot of artists who only really come through and then they'll make like explicit records. They'll forget, oh shit, yeah, radio is a thing. Or maybe if I wanted my record to be played at a Denny's or, you know, just public places where there are kids, you know what I'm saying, maybe older people around that can't necessarily, like, again, if you're at a work party, sometimes they can't just play anything, you know what I'm saying? So you have to have that other clean version of the record. And so for a lot of artists, if you only go at records doing one thing, by the time your record gets big in a certain market and all of a sudden you start wanting to push it in others, suddenly you don't even have it, right? And you don't have all the bells and whistles that you needed. You didn't get the samples cleared and stuff like that. So all of a sudden, you know, you have a whole different version that you have to put on radio, if anything. It's a whole thing. I love these conversations. What up, I-10? Say, can I skip with Super Chat? Yeah. It's 10
I'm not the greatest, no, I never claim this.
10 for one song, 15 for two.
To the stages. You never
25
like
for three.
me, I'm not in your lane though. I burn slow, but that shit just like tornado. OG mango. Always thought that it'd come down to this. When you're born to prevail, it's so hard to miss. Flows burnt to a crisp, was so tough like a brick. Bitch, don't give me no lick unless you blowing a tip. Yeah, we run free when we puff the magic. And these rappers all the same, it's so tragic. Got these niggas and they feels like fabric. These lyrics more than words, it's such shit that feels Socratic. Open up your third eye if you can grasp it. Haters buzzing in my ears like static. One on the hate when I be sipping out my chalice. For now I take the heat and pray to God I find some balance. Like racing, endless conversations. Vibes in holy places, come to find them both amazing. Your quarter taught me down, I turn around and still debate it. Cause I'm done faded a lot lately, yeah. But anyone can change the world, so imagine. Put in hard work and keep away from bad distraction. And I am only preaching what I practice. One thing I know for sure is I might have to get the riches from the rags one day. But you cannot escape this. Conversations that just don't fucking make sense. Got me feeling like there's nothing left to live for. Just these demons trying to close off every damn door. Giving in, yeah, shit just ain't like me. I'm dropping non-stop, who knows what I might bring. Say you win, boy, that's just sunlight.
It could be Applebee's or whatever, bro.
Bitch, I just might be. And lately I've been
Black
feeling
Angus.
like I'm losing it. Smoking all day just to get me through it. And I've been seeing fucking breathing through this music. The only reason I'm still dealing with this bullshit, yeah. But don't take that too loosely. Talk tough, but you niggas can't fool me. Fucked up and fed up, cause y'all act like you knew me. Then take all my problems, wrap it in a loose leaf. Thought you knew me.
Not bad. This record is also... Well, this record is on Spotify, so we'll talk about that. And then I-10, did you send your submission to my email? It's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. Just make sure you get it there. I don't know if it lets you put it in the chat in terms of the actual freaking song. But yeah, get that to me and I'll get you played freaking next. In terms of this record, I still don't know how to properly pronounce your name. Just because y'all, like, we spell it however we want, but we say it kind of freaking different or whatnot, right? You know what I'm saying? It's Tyno, but it could be Tyno or Tino, right? For whatever reason. I'm gonna go with Tyno though. And I thought you had a good record right here or whatnot. 2 minutes and 40 seconds, so just a tad short depending on how you freaking look at it. Some people would feel like, nah, it's cool, it's complete or whatnot. I'm not gonna be mad at that. The melodies were proper. Mix was actually clean. Again, I didn't have a problem freaking there. You had the right energy for this type of production, which also was nice. So shout out to the freaking producer within that. It just felt like a decent vibe. Something smooth, kind of freaking chill. Good nighttime, you know, or kind of early morning, you know what I'm saying, record and stuff like that. Just a little bit of something. And I said I would talk about, okay, so if it's on Spotify, you know, what difference does that make, right? Listen, Spotify is a very professional platform, right? iTunes, any of the ones that basically any of us have to pay to either listen to your records or get you paid by listening to it. You know, you want people to see or hear the professional version of whatever that is. Like, don't upload to those platforms until the record is done type shit. Otherwise, you dilute the platform. What does that mean? That means that it no longer becomes cool to say, oh, my stuff is on all platforms. My stuff is on Spotify. My stuff is on this. Because if anybody can get their stuff up there, right? If you could just put a whatever kind of mix and then it's just up there, then, you know, then it's not as dope when we say it. There used to be a time where only certain people knew how to get their stuff on all platforms, on the iTunes, on the Spotify's and stuff, right? And those people usually went to studios, so they would have good mixes. They would have, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just diluted by just like the anything. You felt like it was a club you almost had to get into, and honestly, it kind of freaking was or whatnot. You had a lot of people taking their music seriously. After a while, they got a little bit more lenient with sort of like that screening process. I think Pandora still has a screening process. They just won't let anything up there. But you know, overall, wasn't freaking bad or whatnot. So it's got a vibe to it. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then trust me, I know, you know what I'm saying, some of my biggest supporters like songs I've recorded, you know what I'm saying, in my house that sound like, you know what I'm saying, complete shit with no mix and stuff like that. Let me see. And then this is Cody, Donnie Ray's friend and stuff like that. You know, I sent a beat, you know what I'm saying, for a YouTube review. I remember you sending that email. Did you resend? Did you resend the one you sent yesterday or like another one? And then what'd you say? Nonsense, I'm pretty sure my TV was on in the background when I was recording that song. So that's why you see how good my ears are though? Like that's what I'm saying. I don't just talk, okay? I don't just tell y'all stuff. Essentially what I do with this show, I try to analyze, you know, the records as much as I can, see how I feel while I'm hearing it, and just really determine, does it sound like a professional record? Does it sound like the artist just kind of randomly recorded on their phone? Does it sound like they went to a studio, got it professionally recorded, mixed and mastered, all that? And even if it was one of the lower ones, is it good enough to stand where it's at? Or should you re-record it in a studio, right? As you said, you know, and I love that you know, at least, you know, can record yourself, do whatever, you know what I'm saying, you got to do, and then will eventually make that run to the studio to be more prepared. Like, and at least, like, that's all I'm asking artists to do. Like, do whatever kind of versions while you're working on the song, while you're just kind of like experimenting, trying to see what the song is. But then when you want to take it seriously, when you then want to like actually, you know, put out that project, you know what I'm saying, in the right way, like, yeah, go to the studio or whatnot. I'll just remind y'all that Cameron and DMX made a song called What's Really Good, right? You can look it up right now. There's two versions of that song. There's a mixtape version, and then there's the album version. Album version, they couldn't clear the sample, and they had to remake the beat from scratch, right? But it also sounds like way better quality or whatnot. Mixtape version, still not bad, but it had a sample in it. And, you know, it still kind of has that mixtape, you know what I'm saying, vibe though or whatnot. But it goes to show that, again, like, at all levels, the artist will make sure that they eventually get around to re-recording the song. Like Paramore, freaking Red Hot Chili Peppers, all of the bands you guys know and love too. Like, they've had that garage band recorded version, and then they got signed and re-recorded those songs, right? So that it could have, you know, that professional sound and feel. And that's what we talking about. Let me see what we got right now. We're still trying to take care of that skip. So you were saying, let me see, I-10, you said this is a new groove I'm working on. Figured I to put some fillers for feedback. It would definitely have lyrics in box, you know what I'm saying, but not ready for that yet. Let me see, I-10. I need to figure out which one that is. Yeah, make sure that you send it. I-10, make sure that you send it. Can you send it to my email with your artist or producer name in the subject line so we don't mistake your email for anybody else's and stuff like that? Because literally you guys will send sometimes with different names and we don't want to do that. So what I'll do is I'll jump back in the free line while you're doing that. But hold on, let me reply to your message so that you can send to my email. Can I press this real quick too?
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
Yeah, send to my email with your name in the thing so I can make sure I get the right one. Trino, we got you up. We're back in the free line right now just so I can keep y'all going right here. He said, oh, sure, you know what I'm saying? You send MP3 link. Anything is fine. Either of those two are fine. Whatever you feel is faster. Just put I-10 in the subject line just so I can make sure it's
Trino, yeah.
Trino with BMW.
I'm getting tired of these type of beats, but these niggas not as ice as me. I'm tired of these hoes trying me. I'm about to be. I slice a beat like ice spice. Now a nigga wanna cry to G. A real gangster, keep it player. That is not for weak. Bitch, get up off my sheet from a cry at night and fucking sleep. I can't fuck with you at all. I fuck with real and P. Pussy, power, money. Don't come to me for fucking free. I want the cheese. I don't want what's fucking under me. Take over me. They think I'm Bumblebee, the short the place. These niggas think they run my suburb. I'm where the rap. Niggas think they under me, yeah, nah, you my brother soft. Please don't talk, cause every time I spit on raw, yeah, don't challenge me, and I will show your flaws. You a dodge like a bitch, that nigga. I show you it all cause like Mr. Krabs, you a cheapskate. You the nigga that he plays, and you the ones gonna see me late. Nigga, I'm in my race, 6 raps at my place. Niggas get up out my state, they ain't called a vendor jakes. I take you out just like a date, and all your tracks is getting saved. By me, I venerate, I generate. Generation can get a taste. Fuck them all, we in the ace. I just got half quarter pound. These niggas don't like how I sound. I took the crown, I'm coming down. Nigga, you gonna see up in the way. I'm in my G down. I'm a real nigga, how it sound. Like lasagna, moving around. Trapping, nigga, he living found. Just like Nemo deep in the sea. Niggas think they know it's me. Yeah, I always been a G. I'ma just say R.I.P. Trino, yeah, I'm getting tired of these type of beats, but these niggas not as ice as me. I'm tired of these hoes trying me, I'm about to be. I spice to be like ice spice. Now a nigga wanna cry to G. A real gangster, keep it player. That is not for weak, bitch. Get up off my sheet from sneak at night and fucking cheat. I can't fuck with you at all. I fuck with real and P. Pussy, power, money. Don't come to me for fucking free. I want the cheese. I don't want what's fucking under me. To go I got you. They think I'm Bumblebee, the shorter place. These niggas think they want my suburb. I'm where the rap. Niggas think they under me. Trino, yeah,
A lot of time when you be whipping and freaking, it's cool freaking. I try to spit like some terrific shit. Matter of fact, when I freaking have NCs, you know what I'ma eat. All of them fools, man, I'm about to picnic with them. You know what, there's a lot of times when I go get the pen. I don't know, like if I read it when I flow with you, man. You know what, everybody knows I'm about to find some freaking dope ass words that I can throw in a pan and then freaking burn it. Matter of fact, when it comes to the parties, I freaking throw like half of y'all never turn up. Homie, I don't know what to freaking do, but let me stop. So Trino with BMW, produced by Hawk. It's cool. I mean, you we already had this conversation already millions of times, but we'll have it again. Freestyling on a record, right? I don't feel like it's the best, right? We just because it always feels like we're just kind of saying random shit, right? Let me just rap real quick, and then I messed up. Let me come back, you know what I mean? Like, it's not cool, at least to me. You know what I mean? I don't feel like, okay, that would be on the radio. Let me put that on the freaking playlist and shit like that. Like, yeah, you're rapping to a hard beat, you know what I'm saying? Got a cool flow, essentially, and the style to go with it. But at the end of the day, people are gonna say, okay, but what was the song about? Right? Like, what is the song about? Like, and what's the album about? What's the other song? Because when you're freestyling, like, this is what I'm talking about. You kind of randomly rap about, you know, different shit. Sometimes we just say things to freaking rhyme and try to get in there as best as we can. But where's the chorus, right? Where is the I don't want to feel like you guys just throw on a beat and then, all right, at some point I'm gonna start rapping. Let me freestyle freaking real quick, and then at some point I'm gonna stop freestyling, and then that's the end of the song. Like, that's not a song to me, right? So I'm always gonna want you guys to write, to get in there and try to write, you know, and really structure a song. I want to touch. Weren't you actually on the path at some point? I thought that we already nipped this in the butt, and then you were like, all right, man, I'm gonna test myself and actually write some shit, and then like you gave up. what happened? Cause that's what we need to hear and shit like that. This is cool. It's cool for just a sample of a little bit of what you can do, right? But I'm not showing this to a Jay-Z, a Kendrick, a freaking M, a Busta Rhymes. I'm not like, this is not a good representation of you. And often that's what I would recommend you guys, you know, send to the show. Don't rely on the beat. Like, get in there, do your freaking thing. Muggs also said a lot going on. And he said, unless you have the talent of Black Thought or someone like that. Right. Harry Mack is very good at freestyling, and especially the word games that, you know, are often thrown out, right? Like the give me 5 words and then I'll try to come up with a rap based on, you know, saying that. You know, most artists, when they're tasked with that, they just kind of rap and then rhyme and at some point say the words, right? Harry Mack is on another level to where he will think about the whole concept of everything that involves those words, and it will continue to say things about it. So if you say the word planet, right, he'll rap the word planet eventually, but he'll actually rap about planets in the rap too, right? And think about Jupiter, Mars, like as many as he can think of off freaking top, while still making it, you know what I'm saying, dope, still having space themed, you know, shit. And then eventually getting over to the freaking thing. I feel like if your mind is that open, it's really dope. Now, again, when it comes to freestyling in person and live and stuff like that, that's a whole different, you know, ball game. When it's you freestyling on a record, right? I always feel like it just needs a little bit more, right? We always still love, you know, the classic freestyles we've heard from the artists in the industry, like past 20 years, we'll say, right? Some of them will freestyle off top, and then others will have like prepared verses, right? Like where maybe they didn't really write a song, but they wrote like a whole like verse and shit like that they can remember off the top of their freaking head and shit like that. And that's just as impressive. Being able to remember your full freaking song is like, people don't understand it until they become an artist, but it is a hard freaking task or whatnot to know every record that you have made, right? And to remember all those verses and stuff like that, be able to perform them at the drop of a hat. But likewise, I feel like it's a part of the skill if we're giving out scores. Let me go ahead and put that skip in from Mr. I-10.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be, just because.
You said I can't hear nothing. Y'all can hear nothing over the bass and stuff like that. I mean, again, you know, you guys can either boil that down to energy, right? Lack of energy from an artist. If ever there's laying down, half sleep energy, sitting up, but I'm still tired energy, standing up, but I'm still bored energy, there's like, oh, hell yeah, I'm freaking hyped. Like, there's levels to how each artist attacks a record. And again, if it's usually at that sort of like, I'm just chilling, I'm not really trying to, you know, like I'm just sitting down. We want y'all to be standing up, right? And most of the hype beats. That's Muggs has had that same sort of issue with certain records. When we've talked about certain songs, like when I've talked about the energy, it's usually because of the contrast with like the beat and me wanting you to go harder because of what, you know, the beat's doing. And you're just like, bro, I took 2 indicas and like 80 gallons of NyQuil. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, get in there. Oh, but it's all good, bro. It's all good. All right, let me see. I-10, and this is a SoundCloud. Now, his music is different or whatnot, but let me ensure you that we listen to everything. We have all genres that we'll send to the show at different times. Yes, we may get a lot of hip-hop and rap and stuff like that, but You are right at home and often welcomed, right? You give us that little break in between certain things. So this is Melodic Soul. It's gonna get an artist, someone on it, freaking hopefully like they'll be the hardest. Listen, dog, I'm gonna rap to this freaking shit like regardless, even though like back in the days when I pick up the callers, I be like, hey, who the fuck am I calling? Like every basketball player really ain't even balling. Like half of them freaking do this with their hand and it's not even like really even the ball, homie. It's AI. Oh, I'm lying. What the hell is like really in my eye and I tan, freaking you know that I can freaking rap because this shit here, man. I am a rapper. Don't worry, I tan, I'ma play it back after. Cause this shit, man, you know what? I have mastered this shit and I don't know why, but I am not as faster as Twister. When I leave, they like, I miss you, but also, dog, like, can you leave? There's another chick that I have up in my sleeve. When I freaking had a black chick, dog, she had a weave, and I didn't know if I should have had put the weed in the smoke inside of this shit. Oh, this kind of left. The Harry Mack is a genius. I agree. Said it's a tricky name. So it's A10. Hey, John. Wait, no, A-Ton. Oh my gosh. Thank you. A-Ton. Matter of fact, shout out to everyone who's still here, nigga, you ain't gone. Also, freaking, if you have not lived in a foster home and you have a mom, then, man, you got love. You put a lover in the let it down when you won't put on the rubber. You're gonna have to deal with the same thing yourself in the latter times, man. I ain't gonna, I don't know where I'm going. I like this. We're gonna run this back by itself right after. It's like some Manny Fresh meets some man, like who would I? It's like Manny Fresh but in a more hip hop kind of fashion. Say that money, that Bugs Money energy, I knew it before even. Yeah. All right, we're gonna listen to this one more time without me talking all over the shit, right? But I'll review the production right now, man. I don't think anything should change outside of just like maybe wanting a little bit more, length wise. Right? Again, I always want a little bit more time with the song, with the artist, with the beat. You guys as producers are the first line of defense to make that happen, right? If you add some more elements, maybe a bridge or something like that, literally it will inspire the artist to do whatever else, you know, can be done, you know what I'm saying, within that. But everything sounded, you know what I'm saying, clean, right? It feels like it's a good, like, easy listening, you know, a record while you're waiting, you know what I'm saying, for something, right? If you were on the phone waiting, like, you'd be, you know, jamming the freaking that, you know, waiting in or on the countdown of the show. Let's just say like that was in the last minute or so. Right now, as a matter of fact, again, we ain't going nowhere. I'm just putting this screen so I can see what it would feel like. Right? Just pretend this was the waiting music as we're getting the show started. For those on the YouTube, let me actually speed this up a little bit. So we can go right here, right? Just pretend this was waiting music. You're like, yeah, man. Like you getting ready for like a cool event, right?
Yeah, go, 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 go. When I go back, freaking people are asking me how I'ma get my flow back. Listen, the whole way that freaking I know there's no people that won't lay back. You know what, I can say that, pants say that, freaking ain't whack. Freaking he knows how the flow, but he don't know how to go, whatever. I don't know what to do now. Your mama don't know. Everybody wanna tell me to do. I don't know where to be. So what do y'all think? Rapper, singer? Yabba dabba doo. Yabba dabba doo. Half of y'all rappers won't even step to me. I was thinking talk about someone on Jeopardy. A lot of times y'all would Alright, so big freaking salute. Again, once again, good production overall. Like, I liked it. And just to get back to the conversation, because Muggs over there, like, don't let nobody dictate how long. Listen to me when I say there's a formula, all right? Let's boil it down to this. There's a formula to get your records to that perfect length, whatever it is, right? Every record is different. Every artist is different. Every producer is also different, right? But finding out what that combination is that will allow it to be longer, not too long, not too short, right? Finding out what that is should always be fun or whatnot. So if you have certain things where people are saying it's a little bit too long, that usually means, okay, we didn't do enough either in the production area or in the song, you know, portions to make people feel like it warranted being a little bit longer. So then change it, figure out what those things are, and then, you know, resend it back and then see if it has a different, you know, kind of flair or whatnot, because that's what it's about, right? Not sort of like just you know, needing to completely let me just make it super short now or super long because it's, you know what I'm saying? No, like figure it out. Figure out what that sort of sweet spot is before people start looking at their watch. And you know, there are so many choices of things that we can do to elevate those, right? So as a producer, right, you either change the drums at a certain point, maybe you change the pattern that the drums make, or the actual drums that you've added so far, right? What I love about this though is it has more of a live band aspect freaking to it, right? You can hear you know, the instruments, the trumpets and stuff like that. So when you imagine the record being performed live, you think about the live instruments being there, right? Kind of performing the production that he laid out. You know, which also, by the way, when you have a live band, you can extend your songs that way too. Like literally they'll just be able to break out into like, you know, moments where they just play and then the artist stands back for a little bit. Let the band go ham and then it comes back in with the rest of the song at some point. Like it's up to you how you do those things, whether you can figure out how to do it on record or vice versa. You know, I think that's the code. But the way I look at time versus everybody else is always a little bit different, just because I've always wanted to figure out what are the ways that we can literally show people that this is our job, that we really want to do this as like a 9 to 5 and shit like that, right? What are the different ways we have to think about it, right? And one of those things that I always thought about was like time. Would I pay somebody to go in and record a 1 to 2 minute record? Probably not. I feel like that would be a waste of time. 3 minutes, you know, okay, you know what I mean? Like you know, even more, would I pay, let's go from a fan standpoint. Would you pay as a fan to watch your favorite artist record a 1 to 2 minute song? Or would you rather it be, you know, 3 minutes, get a 3 verse, you get more bang for your buck if you have those situations
whether or not they're able to make a good song within that time, again, it's always them. And even I can admit, I probably even wrote one verse too many on a certain song or freaking two, where I was like, nah, I could have came better on freaking that one right there. Like I felt like I just forced that last verse or something like that. But again, in that case, it was also my fault because I didn't have the mindset that I have now of like, no, change the beat, do something different that makes you come at that verse a little bit different. And then it'll feel, you know what I'm saying, even doper, you know what I'm saying, between. So, yeah, I'm saying. And what you say, Amanda Perez. And then, yeah, so this is sort of Earth, Wind, and Fire inspired. Yeah, like, again, like, we would literally listen to a band just playing the instrumental of this, you know what I'm saying, for however long, and we'd be good. Let me see. And you feel like it needs a old school type singer? Yeah, no. I don't know. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do anything right now. He said, I feel like Kendrick Lamar can make this work somehow for a rapper and stuff like that, man. So he has been on a little bit of that tip somewhat. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously he's been more in the like the West Coast sort of vibe, but there are hints of this version still of him in there a little bit. And I feel like he would have hit this up maybe somewhere along the lines of his first kind of 3 albums, like near Section 80 and you know what I'm saying, the other 2. J. Cole for sure would probably hit this. Older Kanye for sure. Chance the Rapper, yeah. You know, what I loved, and again, we're going to get back to the line right now, but that aspect that somehow sounds like, you know, Manny Fresh, right? Those horns that I always, you know what I'm saying, would hear. Those remind me of, you know, what I would usually hear from him. Yet, all the rest of the production is very much like, you know, just something chill or whatnot, you know, and I would love for him to get, you know, in more into freaking that. To imagine, you know, the Hot Boys and you know, them on, you know, just some cool vibes or whatnot. Which, by the way, they're always easily able to do that when they do Tiny Desk, you know, kind of performances, right? Those are the best ways to get in there and, you know, kind of show people what you freaking got. Get that live performance, have it be something intimate, have a live band if you want. That's pretty cool. But yeah, not bad. We definitely want to hear more of your production. Thank you for your time and showing us, you know, that. Hold on, give me a second too, because was that a... I want to make sure that I'm putting your... I'm trying to remember what that was right now, so I can let people know, right? Hold on. Give me a second. There's a lot of people in the backyard. All right. Okay, that was a SoundCloud. Right. So I'm not going to put that specific. Oh, no, it wasn't. It's a different thing. That's not a SoundCloud. It just looked like it because it was orange. What I'll do is, like, do you have a profile on here? It's not gonna let me try to get there if possible. Because I wanted to give people something so they know where to find you. I guess just tell them. Let them know. Let people know where they can find you on, you know, any other platforms in terms of listening to any other, you know, beat songs, stuff like that. And, you know, go from there. This is Lil. I don't even know how to pronounce this. One in the I'm not even gonna try. Niggas know that we be locked in. My bro ain't got a phone, but a 3 is what I'm trapping. Fly on, get in that mo, hop in that scene and leave it messy. I don't ever show I'm what up? TV like I'm chasing. How do I pronounce your name? I might just blow a bit and let it in the stolo, then go gold. Shoot, wouldn't know it was a Chevy. I knew my 2 to 3s before I knew my 1 2 4s. So bro, the shit walked in. Wouldn't want to meet this pole. They see
don't have a she's on posters, so they never know. They want some smoke with me, but ain't this shit I going for. Yeah, I turn T the demon, better run, I'm at your door. When I walk in the city,
I'm nowhere.
You know I be very mean, the one to pop out, leave a hole.
Change that.
My crew ain't fucking off, just say the word, he in the sky. Percocet, eyes are cold and popping pills till I get high. We colder than a Minnesota, niggas know how we get fly. Groupie love to give me throat, man, it be hard to say goodbye. Yeah, been a hottest since I walked in. This ain't give you hoes, sit on pussy, but just stop it. No, I cleared up with the bros, niggas know that we be locked in. My bro ain't got a fold, but the threes are what I'm trapping. 308 straight to a face, so my bro catch you out of bounds. Oh yeah, he poppin' like he safe, that boy won't make another sound. 10 mil Glock up on my waist, might turn a smile into a frown. He working with the J, so he beat his ass and left him on the ground.
When you got it though. All the freaking people, they know that I'm always toxic, so freaking I also freaking make sure that I also freaking like I never always get toxic, bro. Matter of fact, man, it's topical, freaking that you could push it on. How do I feel about this record right here?
Yeah, I turn T the demon, better run, I'm at your door. When I walk in the scene, you know that you gon' watch your hoe.
Okay, it feels like there's some slight clarity to your vocals, but they're very low, right? No way to turn it up because it's on YouTube, right? So there's still a little bit of work that needs to be done freaking there. I like your energy. Did he punch in?
Don't push it, but just stop it. No, I cleared up with the bros, niggas know that we be locked in. My bro ain't got.
Yeah, see? And we'll have that small conversation just for a second. Essentially, when it comes to punch in artists, I tell you the same thing that I tell freestyle artists often, and it's that, you know, the freestyle, if you do anything, it's only ever the first version of whatever you're trying to come up with, right? Always try to go back in if you can and re-record the song after you are done. You can like literally sit with the song for about a week and like listen to it on repeat over and over again so it helps you memorize it. But I guarantee most artists who punch in and do their songs, they're not memorizing the song because you're literally only thinking about it line for line. You're like, I want to do the and then you stop. You go, okay, and then you come in, you say the freaking next thing or whatnot. And then after you record that song, you may listen to it 1 or 2 times and then you move on to the next one. But if you don't have that aspect of actually writing your shit down, knowing before you hit record the entire structure of the record, at least, whether you read it and rap it to the freaking mic or memorize it and then put it in, it's always going to come out better because you're going to know how far you can get in the song before you run out of breath. Or if there's a part where like you, again, when you punch in, there's too many parts where you guys cut yourself off, right? You like literally overlap, you know, with your first line and the next line that comes in. And I'm always like, y'all literally don't even get it, man. Like your performances are going to be ass because here you are rapping, saying certain things, and then you can't punch in live, right? So if you don't have a hype man up there, you look stupid. Or you're gonna have your record with all your vocals in it, and that sounds horrible to a lot of people. They don't want to hear your vocals over your vocals because that's always, you know. And then on top of that, you'll have the vocals from the freaking record, the whole record. You're rapping over the record. You'll have your boy or 2 or 3 of your homies on stage with you, and then like y'all don't even get how much different stuff that is. Plus the ad libs in certain cases. It's too much. Ease back a little bit. Take your freaking time. Like I said, I like the energy. There's aspects of this record, you know, that could be something, but of course it's, you know, it's short. He just goes in, raps a little bit, beats a little bit of a loop, and you know, could do a lot more or whatnot. But it's just a little something. You know, what do you think? Danny Ray was like, you do pop beats and stuff like that? Yeah, listen. So Danny Ray is trying to get into more of the, I'd say like pop, you know, alternative kind of genres and stuff like that. Link up with her and, you know, see what you could do and stuff like that. What'd you say over there? Let me make sure I acknowledge the Twitch side and stuff like that. What'd you say? I knew I wasn't tripping, LOL. Is definitely Skriller or whatnot. So you thought it was like a Skriller kind of thing. And what else did you say? And then you sound just like Skriller. And you know what I'm saying? Like, is it? Let me see. And then Too Short to I'd work on this one and so like that. And later, guys, be safe. Yeah, no doubt. And yeah, you guys can be my platform, LOL. You know what I'm saying? People want to hear my joints. They gotta come to Dorky Review live stream. Hey man, if you want to promote that, that's completely up to you. You know what I'm saying? Make an ad. Maybe I'll make one. You know what I'm saying too, and we'll make it an event, right? Hold on, let's go back in. But yeah, shout out to, and then I gotta know how to like say your name, right? Because it's one ILKKO, right? Is it one ilk KO? One ilk KO? That's all I can try to say freaking right now. Or not. If there's anything else, please let me know. All right, we got about one more hour that we can stream for before we gotta head out. We will be back later on freaking tonight though. Always remember that. But we are continuing the stream right now. In the line, Danny Ray, you are actually up right now. So let's see what you have. And then, what did you say about this one? Then Robbie, I think Robbie just sent 2 skips of his own. 2 skips of his own. Let me stop it. Seriously, what the freak? What did you do? All right, this is 9 with we. What the freak? What is happening? When I throw the video in, this is so weird. When I throw the video in, let me try copying and pasting directly from the link, because it just loads google.com all of a sudden. What the fuck was that? Excuse my language. All right, let's go over here. Check that out. Yeah, what's the name that the last thing had sounded like some Skrillex. I don't think you can kill it.
Come on over, baby, spin nothing now. I need a little love, you with my life. Baby, it's a ride, you're so fly. Don't you wanna taste me? Come get a ride. Promise it won't be just a night. We
get to that.
You and I. Promise I'm a lover. You get no better, and I'm sweeter. Bad weather, but you thought I'd never. Yeah, I can be a freak, not a slinky link. Wanna be a girl? Let me give you all of me. From head to toe, in and out. Show you what love's really about. Baby, I'ma be the best one you ever did have. Put that on everything, put that on a ring. I wanna make you sing, baby. I'm the best one. See, we touching, we rubbing, we loving, we fucking, we doing all them things between these sheets. We touching, we rubbing, we loving, we fucking.
Who said that skit?
All them things between these sheets. We're touching, we're rubbing, in a dance so divine. Every gentle
So that was Trina. So Trina got the 2.
Our bodies intertwined. In this moment we share. Lost in the warmth without a single care. With whispers of passion, our hearts beat as one. In the glow of the night, we're never done. Each kiss a promise, each side's a lie. Together we're soaring like the stars in the night. We're loving, we're living in this blissful embrace. Time stand still in a sacred space with every soft touch. Our souls intertwined in this beautiful rhythm forever. Your mind. We touching, we rubbing, we loving, we fucking, we doing all them things between these sheets. We touching, we rubbing, we loving, we fucking, we doing all them things
between these sheets.
Yeah, let our love grow. Let's embrace. Touch my body, baby.
Touch
can't have
my
me.
face. Never.
Yeah, let our love grow. Let's embrace. Touch my body, baby. You can't have me.
Because
we touching, we rubbing, we loving, we fucking, we doing all them things between these sheets.
This part is off beat.
We rubbing, we loving, we fucking, we doing all them things between these sheets. We doing all them things between these sheets. We touching, we rubbing, we loving, we fucking.
Now we bucket this shit sometimes, freaking you know that I'm stuck in this butt. Freaking people are like, there's no freaking way that I'm. All right, so not bad, man. Now, when it comes to singing, I want you to be more confident in, you know, I mean, I've said it with different songs of yours of just like be more confident with doing more melodies, harmonizations, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You're getting there, man. Like what I like is to see the progress of, you know, just how like look at what Jay Nandros, right, with the 8 over there, right? That's probably like one of the highest scores I've seen you get for you know, especially for like this is slightly in that other, you know, genre or whatnot, right? You have a few that you're trying out, you know what I'm saying, a few different sounds and styles or whatnot, and you know, this one I think is one of the better ones for sure, right? 3 minutes and 30 seconds, so we're talking about that full, you know, song structure. You have a good beat, overall good vibe. You know, vocals are clean more or less. If some of y'all would remember, man, like I don't know how it makes you feel when I sort of bring up the past, the shortcomings and stuff like that, but I always feel that it's important because to show people that you've come a long way. Like there were records, you know, of hers that just had way too much reverb on it, you know, to the point where, you know, I had to almost ask her to just stop putting that as much or whatnot. These days I don't even have to mention it. It's not something that's like a prominent you know, thing, and she adds the right amount that works you know, towards the vocal that you're using and stuff like that. And then there's the mixture of going in between the rapping and the singing, which is always good because they get to see the many aspects of your style. Obviously, if you wanted to make this a radio record, you would have to make an edited version, right? Because the radio, you can't be we eating you know, so figure out that. I mean, you can always change. No, because if you say, do you say loving in the freaking chorus and shit like that? We love it. Hold on.
Touching, we doing all them things between these sheets. We touching, we rubbing, we loving, we fucking.
Yeah, see? So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what words they would want you to bleep out. Would they is rubbing okay? Fucking obviously would have to, you know what I'm saying, be something freaking else or whatnot. This is also decent too. If you wanted to get a rapper on it, it does feel like almost a little bit of a classic West Coast kind of situation, right? So if there was a record, you'd get Snoop on.
Yeah, Dizzle. Hey, baby girl, let's go.
Wait, what the hell was that? Why would Snoop even remotely sound like that?
I just need you to. Can you please We touch it. Pizza, so
what up, AI God?
I make weird music. I got pizza if you need them.
AI gods are upon us.
Playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in because I stay clowning. You wanna stay down there?
He just made me think about like, what if there should be a skit like that? Like, what if God was an AI and again, when people talk to him, he actually responds back because, you know, AI responses and stuff like that, right? And so you pray and then he'll speak back to you, except for every person that asks a question, they get the answer out loud for the entire planet to hear because it's all up there, right? So when he responds, a whole face just pops up and then, you know, it talks back to you and stuff like that. But then wouldn't that get annoying? That would almost get annoying, kind of like happening throughout the day, every like second, because everybody keeps asking for stuff. Let me see. So 2 songs back to back. Let me see. 40. Okay. And I believe this is Trina trying to get some redemption in here. Trying to get some redemption. What'd you say? Yeah, it is. I have grown in many years. Listen.
Trina.
Again.
One pump make you heartless. So to short me, that's a target. You don't know me, I'm the hardest. Y'all can go get y'all retarded. Might as well shop at Target. My goal reaches the farthest. Hate to hear me say I got it. One pump make you heartless. So to short me, that's a target.
Bro, are we hearing? Are we hering your what is it called? The fire thing go off in the background.
One pump make you heartless. So to short me, that's a target. You don't know me, I'm the hardest. Y'all can go get y'all retarded. Might as well shop at Target. My goal reaches the farthest. Hate to hear me say I got it. One pump make you heartless. So to short me, that's a target. You don't know me, I'm the hardest. Y'all can go get y'all retarded.
I feel like it's a part of the beat.
Might as well shop at Target. My goal reaches the farthest. Hate to hear me say I got it. One pump make you heartless. So to short me, that's a target. While I grew up, I know how I was treated. Toughing out cause my head got beaten. Honestly, it was for no reason. Wasn't blessed at the Polo G. This told I can't do shit right. But my mama know that ain't true. And it's what she always told me too. Don't be mad if I fold on you. What the fuck do you know about me? What the fuck do I know about you? Why the streets do you know how I feel to not have someone to love on you? Then you got a family. You felt I once had trouble you. But I'm lit as fuck. And I'm coming with that bumper juice. Dropping shit, my good shit's new. Trade it down, your son gets poo. I go so hard shit, almost buzzing. I can talk just like my cousins. Honest telling me what you fuck with. Made myself rest of them ruckus. You probably thought it wasn't coming. Hard as fuck, no I wasn't tripping. Question is, what drug you sipping? Quit lying cause I know you dig it. I'm hard, my dreams, I get it. Trino.
And it's a more lengthy song. You know I appreciate that.
One pump make you heartless. So to short me, that's a target. You don't know me, I'm the hardest. Y'all can go get y'all retarded. Might as well shop at Target. My goal reaches the farthest. Hate to hear me say I got it. One pump make you heartless. So to short me, that's a target. You don't know me, I'm the hardest.
Chorus, thank you.
Retarded. Might as well shop at Target. My goal reaches the farthest. Hate to hear me say I got it. One pump make you heartless. So to short me, that's a target. Yeah, I'm digging myself. That's how I think it should be. Could trust me, cause no one will do it first. Can't fuck around, getting my feelings hurt. Most pain have felt like the weight of the earth. Eat the shit up just like Captain Kirk. I'm smiling now, you say well like I can't have a smirk. And I don't wanna do dishes, I'm feeling bitchy. Don't wanna dirty my shirt, but honestly don't wanna do it. But I do it, I am chosen. Fired it up with the beat with some movements. Moving like mom, husband cruising. I go so hard, but that's why I'm posting. Third no bitch ass niggas I show him. Going so hard to the point, I know them. Every single song I make, I go on. I'm almost winning, you know I can't lose shit. Put it in the dot, now I got you quiet. Continue to talk, I caused the right. Lose some weeds and now I'm crying. Yeah, almost thought I wasn't trying. Trina.
Wait, who do you think was trolling? I'm trying to figure that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it right back.
One pump make you heartless. For short me, that's a target. You don't know me, I'm the hardest. Y'all can go get y'all retarded. Might as well shop at Target. My goal reaches the farthest. Hate to hear me say I got it. One pump make you heartless. Something short me, that's a target. You don't know me, I'm the hardest. Y'all can go get y'all retarded. Might as well shop at Target. My goal reaches the farthest. Hate to hear me say I got it. One pump make you heartless. Something short me, that's a target.
There's a lot of time where I don't know what the hell I'm about to figure out. You know what, man? I'm traumatized. There's a lot of time where I got it out.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you. Now, yes, there are still things that need to be worked on. For this song, you know what I'm saying? But the reason why I appreciate this from him is because it's the closest thing we've gotten, you know, to something that feels a little bit more structured. He actually has a chorus on there. It's actually around, you know, 3 minutes and 20 seconds, you know what I'm saying, in full. You know, and I just like at least feeling like y'all trying to do some of the work and stuff like that. Now, in terms of the energy that you had on this record, it does feel like you're a little bit bored in terms of, you know, how you're saying it. Like, again, right, what we want you guys as artists to do is to just like we want to believe you love the record that you guys are on, and not just sort of like doing a paint by numbers, oh, I have to do this verse on the record and stuff like that, right? Just sound happy like you're on it and stuff like that. No one's saying I mean, like, you as the artist have to figure that out, right? We all have different voices, different energies when we get on there. But I always basically give you the best advice of get on the record as if you were performing the record live for your fans, 200K in the building, you know what I'm saying? Sold out. Everyone knows every word to your song, right? Perform like that, because again, if I listen to what I just freaking heard right now and I try to imagine that as a performance, I feel like people wouldn't feel it as much.
Got it. One point make you heartless. Nothing short me, that's a target. While I grew up, I know how I was treated. Toughing out cause my head got beaten. Honestly,
you know what I'm saying? Like, just the energy of like, I'm just sitting down at a desk and like, you know what I'm saying, still trying to put I feel like you have headphones on, you're at a desk, you're still trying to figure out the verse, and like you're rapping it to yourself before you go hit record, and somebody else just hit record anyways. It was like, I got your ass, we releasing the song tomorrow. You know, but I still appreciate the structure more than anything. Thank you for deciding to have a chorus in there, because most of the time you get in, you kind of freestyle everything, you know, and it just feels like it's just disjointed. Yes, needs a mix, needs a better recording, all that good stuff, man. For me, I can't, like, I wish I could record a lot of you guys and then nip a lot of the things that I have, the problems that I have wrong with, you know, some of the records in terms of the mix, you know, in the bud or whatnot. Because as soon as you guys get that right, you know, you'll be a little bit in the right place, but you also have to have a good work ethic, right? You know what I mean? A lot of you guys maybe record yourselves a lot. You haven't been in that studio setting, and in a studio setting, you know, it kind of makes you be a little bit more professional when you know you're paying for the time, right? And then you also have access to, you know, maybe the engineer could throw you some pointers. They can make a beat. They can add stuff freaking to it. Maybe there's backup singers or somebody that can come in and play another instrument on top of the record. There's all kinds of things that you can do to make it a full-on hit. You don't want to just stop at, let me record on just the beat and then that's it too. But yeah, I see potential in that. I'm going to play your second record and then we'll get right back into the thing or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And you say, wow, you actually, you know what I'm saying, responded to emails. But I don't think anyone else ever submitted to does stuff like that. No, I appreciate you guys when y'all freaking send it in, taking your time. And you said I got time for another submission and stuff like that. We should, we're getting off at 12.
maybe 30 or something like that. It's 11:19, so we should have you know what I'm saying, more time. Right now, though, we just have one more song from Trino because he had sent a 2-song back-to-back. So if you guys heard that last one, out of that one and this one right here, which one would you guys want him to sort of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, let me make this the thing that this one's BMW.
Trino, yeah.
Although, didn't we... I think we got this one.
I'm getting tired of these type of beats, but these niggas not as ice as me. I'm tired of these hoes trying me. I'm about to be. I slice a beat like Ice Spice.
I think we did
now
this one,
a nigga want a prodigy, a real gangster, keep it player. That is not for weak. Bitch, get up off my sheet from a cry at night and fucking sleep. I can't fuck with you at all. I fuck with real and P. Pussy, power, money. Don't come to me for fucking free. I want the cheese. I don't want what's fucking under me. Take over me. They think I'm Bumblebee, the short the place. These niggas think they run my suburb. I'm where the rap. Niggas think they under me, yeah, nah. You my bro, you the soft. Please don't talk, cause every time I spit on raw. Yeah, don't challenge me, and I will show your flaws. You a dodge like a bitch, that nigga. I show you it all cause like Mr. Krabs, you a cheesecake. You the nigga that he plays, and you the ones gonna see me late. Nigga, I'm in my race, 6 rap at my place. Niggas get up out my state. They ain't called a vendor Jakes. I take you out just like a date, and all your tracks is getting saved. By me, I venerate, I generate. Generation can get a taste. Fuck them all, we in the ace. I just got half quarter pound. These niggas don't like how I sound. I took the crown, I'm coming down. Nigga, you gonna see up in the way. I'm in my G gown. I'm a real nigga, how it sound. Like lasagna, moving around. Trapping, nigga, he living found. Just like Nemo deep in the sea. Niggas think they know it's me. Yeah, I always been a G. I'ma just say R.I.P. Trino, yeah, I'm getting tired of these type of beats, but these niggas not as ice as me. I'm tired of these hoes trying me. I'm about to be. I spice to be like Ice Spice. Now a nigga want a prodigy, a real gangster, keep it player. That is not for weak, bitch. Get up off my sheet from a sneak at night and fucking cheat. I can't fuck with you at all. I fuck with real and P. Pussy, power, money. Don't come to me for fucking free. I want the cheese. I don't want what's fucking under me to take over me. They think I'm Bumblebee, the short of place. These niggas think they want my suburb. I'm where the rap. Niggas think they under me. Trino, yeah,
I'm back in it, though. Matter of fact, you know what? There's a lot of freaking people who just need to go back in the dough from the place that they don't know, man. I don't even really know what I taste, and I know I'm a disgrace, but.
Anyways, Trino BMW. So if I'm not mistaken, this was the first one you had essentially, if you're gonna send or whatnot. That was the sort of like the freeline one, and you was like, you know what, let me send that, and then the other one essentially as a skip. But this was the one we essentially talked about wanting the more structure, right? This was the one that made us want to say that. You know, because again, there's that one point in there where you just like you stop for a second, you know what I mean, and let the beat play for like 4 bars and you come right back. And you know, as I said before, man, structure is very freaking important. You know, nothing wrong with just sort of having those situations where, you know, let me do a little shum, just show people that I can, you know, rap a little bit, give them a little vibe. You know, I would look at it more like an intro for an album, you know, give or take, or just like a teaser. But like, again, like I feel like sometimes these things are wastes of time, just because, again, you can't put them on the radio. You can't, you know, it's almost too short for you to wanna, you know what I'm saying, run back, and there's no structure at that. I mean, I feel like there's just more work in that. Out of the two, I like the first one a little bit better. This one, you know, the beat is hard. It's freaking fire. I feel like a lot of people will fuck with it because of that, you know what I'm saying? And you have a fairly decent energy, but there's always something better that you can do. It's like 15 seconds outside of, you know, 3 minutes, but also like he stops rapping.
Niggas under rap. Niggas think they under me. Trino, yeah.
at like 2 minutes and 8 seconds, pretty much, you stop. And then the rest of the beat is just the beat itself. But see, like, this is, for me, it's like I don't like wasting any amount of time, you know, on a beat. If there's some empty space there, I'm gonna do some talking. I'm gonna create a little bit of a chorus or something like that can go there, because that's prime real estate spot on your own record for you to promote yourself, to be able to just, you know, promote your city. Like, I don't think people even know like where you're from, essentially, right? And all of that can, you know, be said during any sort of like downtime on a record that you have. Again, nothing too crazy, man. I don't feel like it's you trying to be the best artist or nothing like that. But you know what I would say? If we were having a battle, right? Often, what are the records you guys would send in then? Like, if it was a battle, and so you know that everyone's goal in that situation would have to be sending the best of the best. What is literally the best representation of me? Where if people only get to hear one song, not only do they think it's dope, you know, in comparison to like other records, you know, it stands out and it's something really dope. And then like vice versa for, you know, everything else that you go through. You know, trying to figure that out, man. Let me see what we got. We're gonna head back into, we have another skip I-Tan sent over there.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had.
No, wait. Hold up. It was A-Ton, right? Damn, man. Okay, I had to get that right. It was A-Ton. All right. Like, sheesh. Please correct me every time, because I don't like butchering people's freaking names. I don't want to disrespect y'all, or, you know what I'm saying? So A-Ton is spelled E-Y-T-A-N. And this one is called What You Gonna Do. Ooh.
What you gonna do? Where you gonna go? Man, I don't know. Wow. What you gonna do? Your mom was a hoe. She went to the store. Wow. Wow.
Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Listen, I'm freaking backing it, not a cat. I don't even know why the hell that I'm African. People like freaking tell a joke, but y'all never will laugh at him. Freaking, you know that there's a lot of times when like I have a cool piece of paper, I'll smash the pen into it and write something. There's a lot of time where I can't think of nothing at all, so I don't even write nothing. People call it writer's block, but listen, if you talking trash to me up in the chat, I'ma come to your house that I'ma sock you up in the freaking face. And also, like, if you don't live nowhere, then I guess that you don't live no freaking place. But there's a lot of times where like you rhyming and you thinking about, I have an Ant-Man gun and like a ray where I can shrink your house and make it all small and put the whole shit in my pocket. But I am so freaking high, like I am hopping on top of a rocket. A lot of times, man, people don't even got all the profit, but a lot of times thinking you always are thinking you talk shit. Thinking about that thing. All the times when I'm on the hang, I wanted to freaking change it. Ooh. I love these vibes. So like these, is that like a sample? Are you creating the melodies of that? Ooh. Gotta get a grip like, when you talking shit to me, girl, you gotta get a lip, because every time you're talking off, and people also know that there are people that freaking went places and cars, but then they got dropped off. Black Thought is jealous. There's no freaking way that I had stand off. Don't say Black Thought is jealous. So many vibes. I've been sitting here for so many nights and
Went outside, it was so cold. So many kites get blown away. I don't know why, but I'm on the right pace down. And I can sound like somebody that don't even know if I'm just gonna chill up in the lobby. Like, man, this ain't my hobby. I also like wanted to tell people that if I was a math problem, you couldn't solve me. Cause I'm also real confusing. People don't know what this beat is that I am using, but it is like amusing. And I also think that I don't know why, but like if I'm not a Pokemon, would you choose me? That was weird. All right. First off, man, Aton, you know, so far so good. 2 out of freaking 2, you know what I'm saying, for you in terms of production, man. I like everything that's happening, of course, in this beat. No way for me to turn it down to sort of like get that. I was trying to run it back while I'm sort of talking about it. But I do like it. I like all the elements. Once again, you have at least a nice structure from the things that we can hear. You know how to add the right sounds. You know, there's not too much that I personally need to sort of like, you know, make this into something. I can hear singers or rappers to both beats that you had sent, right? With this one, maybe in between. Like, I don't think we've had, at least by my knowledge, I don't think we've had like a a Ludacris and Too Short song, but it seems like a no-brainer to a certain extent of you know, sometimes we need certain things or whatnot. Ludacris for sure, because he can get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can get in there with that like slight fast rapping and then smooth kind of, you know, rapping depending on what it is, right? I do feel like the chorus on this record would be something sung, maybe by a like Devin the Dude type singer and stuff like that. In between Devin the Dude, Andre 3000, and like a version of Kendrick when he sort of sings and stuff like that. Again, it has almost a West Coast, you know, kind of flair within there and whatnot. So you could use Cocaine if Nate Dogg was still freaking alive. You know, that would be interesting as well. I'm more interested in your vision though, right? Every producer, I know for a fact, we all have that like, oh, I wish this art, I could hear this artist on it, right? And so you always put it at least in a folder, you know, to the side, just in case you happen to run across that artist and be able to, you know, shop something to them or whatnot. And so who would that be for you? If you could like literally like dictate the song itself, right? Everyone who would be on it, features and all, who would you sort of like plop on there? And for those in the chat, same thing. I see that other thing. And another time figuring I don't know where your mother hang out. Let me see what this is. Who sent like a request for Norman Sand? Request for freaking Norman Sand. Get it off your chest. There's a lot of people freaking who make music that are blessed. And a lot of times I freaking gotta use. Stop. 90s vibe too. Agree, sung hook for sure. Right. Luda, right? Every time you get this kind of baby. I don't know. Let me see if I can find that Norman Sand record. Let me see like if I can find it. And a lot of freaking people, they know that I'm about to blind you. Freaking there's a lot of times where like people don't want to do what I said, but then the next moment y'all will like do what Simon freaking says. Like, listen dog, there's no way that I wouldn't be rhyming like if I didn't have all the time. Because when I'm in the studio, man, you know what I've lifted. And also when it comes to rhyming about this, I'll get there. And also, if you don't like me, I really don't give that shit. Let me stop. Right? Great singer.
Like a jazzy fade kind of. What do you say? You said gotta run back to work. I'll be back in some. Yeah, man. Take it easy. I'll probably see you in our later episodes and stuff like that. But big salute. Listen, once again, this is Aton. If you like this production, he had sent one a little bit freaking earlier as well. So far, so good, man. You guys definitely want to tap in with him as he's able to, get and make, more to, send in or whatnot. Again, I would still recommend that you personally get a, make sure you have all of your beats on all platforms so that people can, like whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to sell beats, right, you want them to have a place to inquire for that, potential purchase, and to be able to at least hear a sample of whatever you're working with. So there's that site that you sort of freaking send us, but there's BandLab, there's Bandcamp, there's honestly, I still usually recommend that producers upload, like, until someone buys your beat outright, like, I would still recommend you guys upload it to, Spotify and all those platforms freaking too or whatnot. Because at the very least, for the producers that will say, like, they upload their beats to, like, YouTube or something like that, right? At least you get paid for the play in that instance. You'd get paid for the beat registering on whatever the artist uploads with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it basically wouldn't let them monetize it, but any money that they would have got basically would go, to you or whatnot. The content ID sort of, just disables a lot of things. However you look at it, it's all up to you. Let me see if we can find. We had a request for a Norman San record. Let me go ahead and give this a like. And it's not even gonna let me do it. Well, we have it. Wait, okay, I guess. Okay, Norman San with dang. And like Norman San, man. I want to see Norman San make a record with like Coast Contra and shit like that. Dang. Does he have this record? Though, hold on. Does he have this record on his YouTube though? Or is it more so like one of his TikTok posts? And you said Twitch, videos, music videos, submitted or whatnot. You talking about yours? Or are we talking about the Norman San thing that we are trying to get right now? Let me see. I see Mildred. That's a short. And I don't know when some of these are. I might have to go to his TikTok. Sheesh is right there. Dance at funeral. I haven't seen some of these. To break it down. Adding up. Redneck. Wait, that's not even him. I know some of these artists or whatnot. What? It's showing me suggestions from artists that I know now at this point. Let me go to the TikTok and see what's up. But if I'll say this, when you guys do make a request, it helps if you guys send all records that you guys are, whatever. Just always send it to my email. So that if it's a very specific song that I don't have, a problem kind of looking for it. Cause give me a second, I gotta reset my email right quick. Not reset, but reopen it. Reopen that. We hoping that freaking, I don't know what the hell to do, but we closing that door freaking that's open. Don't need. Norman saying, we said it's not out yet. It's a file. That's why. Okay.
and it was actually Norman Sands and stuff like that, man. You know, people will come and like support you when you're not in the building too. They'll be like, "Hey, man, play that Norman Sands," or they'll send some. So like you know, you got a good support system. Just know that. And well, this is an MP3, not a video. All right, so give me a second, right quick. Bam. I already know.
Yeah. Give me something good, give me something great. We don't want that mumbo jumble on the 808. Kick down the door, now take me to the safe. Show me all the payola records you accumulate. About to rob the industry blind when I drop this. This'll make an undo the dab in the mosh pit. I do not believe in these rappers, I'm agnostic. They tried to reconstruct hip-hop, but they botched it. Is this the reason why I'm the one that they hate? He thought that he was special till he turned 38. Brother caught a case. You could tell he was guilty by the look on his face. The industry got a history of trying to hide it. Streams don't match revenue cause no one really buys it. The same people who be saying they ain't doing nothing was the same ones flying out to Epstein's Island. In the hood, there's so many of us dying, but then they give a check to the kid to promote violence. His mom crying, but the label keep getting richer. At the end of the day, you just another, 444, shoot the devil, start a war. My principle's so core, I leave money on the floor. Being too broad, been leaving these people bored. They seeing past the facade, they seeing past the allure. The way I run the track, I should be made of velour.
I'ma sound different.
Who's knocking at my door? It's your inner conscience, your inner nonsense. I mean, what the heck was that about that no non-violence? You know how we get down round here, baby, it's grimy. Don't forget that you came from gang banging and crime sprees. All those crime scenes, you got blood on your low tops and Levi jeans so many times, please. So what that mean? I'm supposed to glorify the trap, make a profit off my pain and create conflicts in my rap. Dance on the position with juxtaposition. I see the hole in the game and the flaws in the system. Back when they put crack on the scene, we seen the cracks in the seams, and they made us believe that being a fiend was part of our genes. You can make more green if you promote the gang, and you can gain more streams when the member gets slain. Monster, baby, I'm a monster. I be with my bro from the coast like Contra, sauna, chilling in my chonglas. Flow so dope, my listeners need sponsors. Dang.
My bro. I relish the opportunity. Hold on, let's press this button first real quick before we get it.
Yo, I hit the block like a running back. Japanese denims, caulking 940 under that. These rappers kill me with they mumble raps. And painted nails, I 4-finger smack a faggot, make them stumble back. I spit bars to make you hustle crack. To throw something on the douchey pack that had the beans coming back. It's big bad, I really live my raps. I do my crime, bid my time, still put one in the fitted cat.
Now first, before we get into the review, right? Like, I always hope you pop up, right? And I hope it would be every episode, because an artist like you inspires other artists to do better, right? I literally had just said, yo, I would love for him to do a song with like Coast Contra. It was ironic that you mentioned them in the freaking record or whatnot, because you have that same love and work ethic for, you know, the culture, for hip hop, for lyricism. You can hear it in every bar, every bit of energy that you use on the record. The mixes are, you know, always pristine. Pretty much when I hear your records, I don't feel like I'm listening to works in progress for more. Like even if for you it may be, you still get them to what I feel like is, you know, close to 100%. You know, before you need to do anything. And then I've heard records you've actually gone back into after the fact. So I know you at least have that work ethic figured as well. But, you know, everything still sounds, you know, professional, right? And I love that the beat kind of switches, right? You know, it's something that I don't think anybody expects on this one. You know, but it's something that is dope. Honestly,
I would almost love that to be a challenge in a way or whatnot. Like part of me also wanted the beat to switch up even more somehow, like to go even faster or even slower. That would have made you go, you know, maybe a little faster or something like that. Like whatever the case, like I think that's a nice kind of concept for a record while you're just getting in there and rapping. And for other people, right? Like they're not gonna know when the switch up will happen. You do. And so you knowing exactly when you're gonna just all of a sudden switch up, go into that thing, like that is dope. You spit a lot of facts on this record as you do on freaking every song. Once again, thank you for loving what you do, letting that be shown throughout every video, every record, every piece of content. Know that we're watching, right? We pay attention and we appreciate, like you're the one we want to actually win and actually make it and not be screwed over by the industry and shit like that, right? Because we want, you know, the respect to be had. We want people to know the culture is still freaking alive and shit like that. Like even if you're not seeing it everywhere, right? The industry itself has to get back to like, let's promote hip hop again, like it makes us money or whatnot. And they're acting like it doesn't when it does, man. There's still people who need that substance just as much as they need that next, you know, club record and stuff. So as always, man, I can't wait till we eventually, you know what I'm saying, perhaps do a record. I'm always down to do an interview, you know what I'm saying, when you got like a project or something like that, you know, maybe coming up and stuff. Hit me up. You know, album listening, whatever. We got to get in that mindset and, you know, just show people what's up or whatnot. Let me see. And he said, I can still rework it. You know what I'm saying? Might add that. Yeah, man. Listen, whatever you could do, right? Making it change up one more freaking time and sort of having that extra element in there. You know, like you're that concept artist that can have fun, you know, with that. So thank you. And let me see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they are dope. And then, you know what I'm saying, thanks for the play, man. Oh, thanks for sending it, of course. And then old school vibes reminds me of riding with my dad in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? Blue Bands was saying, man, it's hard as fuck. Fire emojis as well. And I agree. Let me make sure. Also, thank you for releasing your content also on YouTube as well. Like all we need, I've been telling all artists, man, to like, you know, we have many different platforms out here, and there are always gonna be people who will be waiting for you to release that piece of content on their kind of favorite platform or something like that or whatnot, right? So again, even if people hear your record via a TikTok post or something like that, immediately we all go, oh, is this on Spotify? You know what I mean? We go to the other platforms to see where else we can add it to our playlist in case we're using that app. So it goes without say, if you have it on everything, right, and you make sure to monetize those as well, like you're just gonna maximize, you know, the amount of, you know, while we get paid very little for Spotify, right, and certain platforms, I think it trickles a little bit better if we maximize the amount of platforms that we're getting those plays from, right? So yeah, one play on Spotify, one play on TikTok, one play on literally every site eventually adds up to, you know, more on other things. What up, Raj? And he said, you heard my track, bro, and stuff like that. Did we get to that? Raj one. Let me chickadee check. Let me chickadee check. There's other times where people, they know they reject. You get ejected from a freaking shit. I don't even really know if you even respect it. Let me see. I see it right here, but let me start it. and then go back. Now you're still in the free line, if I'm not mistaken. So hold tight if you can. We're gonna jump right back in that free line. How much more time do we have before we gotta roll out? Shit, 10 minutes? No, actually no. We have until 12:30. My bad. We have until 12:30. So let me jump back in the free line right quick, and then we'll.
Babe, let's make a movie animation. I'm gonna be myself, no imitation. I don't know how
yeah, let me know, Norman.
Yeah, I'm shooting my.
Really? Hold on, let me turn this off. Feels like a lot going on.
With no hesitation. Yo, I'm getting that guap, no exaggeration. Yo, this bitch thought I'm cheating, I swapped the location. Told her stop tripping, she tested my patience. AP on my wrist, this shit is not basic. Yo, I ran off to the pack, now he missing me racing. Told him relax, he ain't good with his danger. I just made a flip, turned the dub to a statement. Yo, Balenci on my feet, ain't copping no aces. Yo, took her to the spot, now she call me a favorite. Yo, did the dash in the whip, the car say I'm evasive. Nigga be capping, they ain't getting payments. I cut the check, I don't do no debating. Yo, I don't know, I be funny and hating. This bitch on my dick from amazing. I think that hoe came from Satan. I low-key just think that she crazy. I don't know how she think she can save me. I'm shooting my shot at McGrady. She wanna fuck watching in HD. Yo, she wanna fuck me and watching in HD. I'm in the back cause it feel like a safety. Total fall through that bitch cannot play me. Racks on nose so these broke niggas hate me. Kick her off my phone, bitch, what you saying? Why would these niggas be faithful, gazy? Why would these niggas be snakes, move snaky? I can't trust a hoe, what you say? Let's make a movie animation. I'm gonna be myself, no imitation. I don't know how these fuck niggas hating.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm shooting my shot with nose.
I'm half and half with this one. More with the production, it feels like there's a consistency with a certain sound, you know what I'm saying, going on there. You know, like I like every other aspect, speaking of the beat, you know what I mean? Like it's a banger. You know, but when it comes to certain sounds that you actually add within there, yeah, you can't overdo it to a certain extent. Sometimes you gotta have the right like filter or bring things in and out a little bit more, because it'll just feel like there's this constant ring of sound just, you know, just happening and not you know, letting up. Some people won't mind it, but the people that won't mind it, I feel like they're not gonna be people listening to the song. Like it's gonna just be on in the background. There's some repetition to the song itself. It's a different genre. Obviously, it's not you know, something that I would make myself, but always want you guys to be the best in every genre, right? I want to feel like, oh, this is the next artist up in whatever, you know what I'm saying, we're listening to. I felt like your performance was okay, but you can elevate the octaves, right? Being able to go in, especially if you're using autotune and singing melodically at all, if you can sing higher tones too, whatever. We need to hear you going up there and at least freaking trying. If you can do that, you know, there may be a little shum or whatnot. Again, it's only 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Like, what more are we really gonna say about it? Let's go. Raj is shit. A lot of times that is when if you can make a freaking whole song all up in my garage and shit. A lot of times. Yeah. That's what I listen to most of the time. Okay, so before we continue that, you know what I'm saying, just so I can give you as much more as possible, right? It's just like this, right? So I know that there are like the disconnect between like generations and how we made music, I think is basically the downfall of certain, you know, genres or respect for certain genres from people, right? Because when my generation saw the current music that was being made at the time that it was, you know, again, like in the 90s and stuff like that,
we would go into music, like when we decided to make music ourselves, we then make sure that we were hip hop, right? But we had to have our own style. We had to figure out what beats we wanted to rap to. It was never a like, let me make this very specific song that sounds like something people have already freaking heard or whatnot. Just basically, again, keeping the very specific energy of the thing going. You know, and I feel like when artists do that, as opposed to, you know, trying to make sure that they're completely different, you know, again, you miss out on the people who would love you specifically, right? As opposed to feeling like you're within a whole genre. Again, any Drake inspired artists, you know what I'm not saying you were inspired by Drake at all. I'm just saying there are artists who you can tell they have that same swag that Drake would have. They say the same things a Drake would say. They are even rapping to the same Drake beats, right? Melodically, rapping, whatever, right? And when you do that, you automatically lose your own identity. You miss out on that opportunity for people to feel like they're hearing something new. You're extending Drake's aura and feel or whatnot. And when people can't get a Drake, they will probably get you. But I would never want to be a replacement for another similar artist. I want to be that new thing that people, you know, kind of like, oh, I can't wait to see what they would say on this beat, on this beat, on this beat, on this one over here, on it. You know what I mean? And I do feel like at least the one thing that you're being real about is like, again, he's making music in the genre that he freaking likes, right? At the very least, you gotta do that. But now you have the opportunity to, okay, how can I be the top 10, top 20, top 50, and top 100 artists in that genre? What's the thing that can set you apart from every other artist in there? And make people want to pay you to then come perform your songs at venues. And then once you can hit that, this is for every artist, no matter what genre that you guys are in. Again, if you're not trying to be the best in that, you know, you're just an artist who record comes on, people don't really pay it too much attention. They're not asking the DJ, yo, who was that? I need to work with it. You know what I mean? But you want people to do that. You want people to stop what they're doing as your record is playing and to be like, hey, shut up, man. They crank it up to freaking, you know what I'm saying? Listen to it. So if we can if all of us can abide by that, I'm telling you, man. Simba.
बहता चला उड़ू अब मैं आसमां में, चलते चलते पहुंचू जाना कहाँ मैं, ठिकाना मेरा मिले ना पूरे जहां में, रोशनी को देखे आगे बढ़ रहा मैं, बहता चलू उड़ू अब मैं आसमां में, चलते चलते पहुंचू जाना.
Wait, Robbie, was that you? I don't think you ever sent the
views तुम अपने मेरी पूरी जिंदगी और मेरे सारे फैसलों पर फिर लौटो घर को अपने बिना किसी इज्जत के और पूरी तरह खारिज होकर तय किए फासले चढ़ के अपने पैरों पे और ना की खाली दिन पर सोकर और सोची जितनी साइड वेस्ट करनी सारी पूरी चाय खानी पड़े जितनी ठोकर मैं भागू तेज जैसे लाल सिंह चड्डा देखूं तो डिपार्टमेंट जैसे जेबी नड्डा ढूंढ हंसला तो मेरे से ना कोई भी बट्टा डूडे बेड तो सोने को तो मैं खुद तू गड्ढा ना कोई हिसाब तो तू कर्ज में मत आ मैच मेरी भी तो ज्यादा मैं तो छोड़ नहीं सकता ये तो रटा हुआ मुझे कि अगर जो ड्रीम को हसल से तो तुम्हें कोई रोक नहीं सकता but this anxiety really doesn't help bro खुद पे अटैक जो ज्यादा below the belt हो leave my mind full head to skeleton need a shelter जिसमें थोड़ी सा strength हो now we put in our foot on the pedal, we good in the ghetto. My hood's pouring food on the table. मैं रहता ही stable और ज़्यादा डाल beat on the table and मांगा दी favor and beat पे करा manual labor. जाऊँगा डूब या जाऊँगा हार, बह तो जाऊँगा या फिर मैं तो होऊँगा पार. जाऊँगा डूब या जाऊँगा हार, बह तो जाऊँगा या फिर मैं तो होऊँगा पार. बहता चला उड़ू अब मैं आसमां में, चलते चलते पहुंचू जाना कहाँ मैं, ठिकाना मेरा मिले ना पूरे जहां में, रोशनी को देखे आगे बढ़ रहा मैं बहता चलो उड़ू अब मैं आसमां में चलते चलते पहुंचू जाना अब कहाँ मैं ठिकाना मेरा मिले ना पूरे जहां में रोशनी को देखे आगे बढ़ रहा मैं
में देखे पेशेंट रुके ना पे बीपी शाम को सुनूं मैं रफ्तार की ईपी रात को पढ़ूं फिर मैं पैथोलॉजी स्क्रीन की और सोने से पहले करी एडिटिंग इस बीट की मेरे दोस्त करते 16 घंटे काम नारायण जी भी उनके सामने लगने लगते आम याद है जो सालों पहले किया था याद बट भूल गए कि रखना होता खुद का भी ख्याल मैं जोड़ा प्रभु से पर होली नहीं हूँ अब से स्ट्राइक करने है मैं से गोली नहीं हूँ लगे मुझे कि तू ज्यादा चाह रहा ऑफ तो मैं छोड़ दूं तुझे मैं भी यहाँ पे कोई गोली नहीं हूँ ये गाने बने मेरे माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया रात भर लिखो इन्हें पर ये नहीं सौम्या सपने देखूं चमक उठे मेरी ये कॉर्निया मेरे गाने now be living rent free in your cochlea
बहता चलो उड़ू अब मैं आसमां में चलते चलते पहुंचू जाना अब कहाँ मैं
So we got a 2-song skip up next.
ना पूरे जहां में रोशनी को देखे आगे बढ़ रहा मैं बहता चलो उड़ू अब मैं आसमां में चलते चलते पहुंचू जाना अब कहाँ मैं ठिकाना मेरा मिले ना पूरे जहां में रोशनी को देखे आगे बढ़ रहा मैं
Jeez. First off, obviously I don't know what the content is about because I can understand the language, but what we are always able to see is cadence, melodies, mix. You know, we can still kind of decipher whether or not we think it would have been, you know what I'm saying, a good song. Like, obviously we need to hear the content to really fully judge, but if it were something that was played on, you know, some of the other stations out here, because again, we still get reggaeton, we still get Afrobeat, we still get some of the other genres, even if they're not in our language. You know, it feels like something decent. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mind any aspect of it. You know, mix was fairly freaking clean. Melodics, you know, seemed freaking fine. It seemed like a record we would hear from, you know what I'm saying, an artist, you know, out here or from the South or anything like that. And still having those, you know, kinds of melodics or whatnot. So you can almost replace the words with something like that, you know, and be able to find something, which is the closest thing you can do to like making a spoof record. You know, that's what spoof records are really. You know what I'm saying? They take the beat from whatever the other record is, and then they keep all the same melodies, but they change the words to be something, you know, utterly ridiculous or funny, and, you know, it sort of makes it a little bit freaking dope or whatnot. You know, so give y'all thoughts about that. I'm gonna post that link in the what the freak? Where did it go? Did I not have? Well, that disappeared. No, was it an MP3? Maybe it was an MP3 and show. I thought it was a link. Yeah, it was an MP3. But
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all eat pizza, so I make weird music. I got pizza if you need them. PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in cause I stay clowning. You wanna stay down then?
We got Robbie Mac Will trained to GA for the first one.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
So, what happened earlier, man? What happened earlier? Because, like, you had sent the skips, and then but I didn't see you say anything in the chat, nor did I see the, you know, submissions or whatnot. So I don't know if you were, like, prepaying and then, like, waiting. And I thought another
artists had, sent it or whatnot. So I had to put it in because they had literally sent 2 links. I was like, oh shit. It's as if they knew.
We were in the right place. It was just the wrong time. I wasn't living right, baby. I was out of my mind. Woke up before the sunrise. Damn, it's been a long time since I felt this good. Since I felt this night. We gon' let the song play. We came here to have a good time. Everything is okay. We gon' be just fine. We might have took the wrong way. We didn't show up on time. But we here now, but we're gonna have a good time. I might have said the wrong things. Maybe my words didn't come out right. I'ma write a song back. So you hearing me just fine. Now I can't get back wasted time, but I can try and change your mind. I can't get back wasted time, but I can try and change your mind. Boarded a midnight train to Georgia. I had some things I had to say. Had to get some things in order to be who you need me to be. Boarded a midnight train to Georgia. I had some things I had to say. Had to get some things in order to be who you need me to be. I woke up this morning before the sun had a chance to rise. Had to handle something important. Trust me, I'ma be alright. And I'll be home in a couple of nights. We gon' be alright. Have some peace of mind. There's no need for crime. I just need some time to realign and find myself and what's on my mind. Try to warn me, boy, you just wait and see. They just want me to be normal, but there ain't nothing normal about me. Boarded a midnight train to Georgia. I had some things I had to say. Had to get some things in order to be who you need me to be. Boarded a midnight train to Georgia. I had some things I had to say.
I almost need that remix.
Had to get some things in order to be who you need me to be. Boarded a late night train to Georgia. Had some things I had to say. They just want me to be normal. There ain't nothing normal about me. There ain't nothing normal about me.
Okay, I didn't know you were gonna go.
There ain't nothing normal about me. Boarded a midnight train to Georgia. I had some things I had to say. Had to get some things in order to be who you need me to be. Boarded a midnight train to Georgia. Some things I had to say. Had to get some things in order to be who you need me to be.
Boarding the midnight train to Georgia. Ooh, boarding
Big salute.
First off,
great record overall, man. I appreciate the 5 minutes and 5 seconds, man. Full song structure, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, in my eyes, if you were on stage essentially doing that song, you know, money well spent, right? Because we get to see the amount of actual artists' work. If they can get in there, maybe come up with a freaking bridge and just, you know, just progress with the production and stuff like that. If there were any way to elevate this record or potentially do a remix, I would add, of course, like, you know, kind of a country, you know, artist as a feature, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 2, right? You know what I'm saying? You could do a 3-verse structure, female and male country edition and stuff like that. Cause I hear that as an element that can be there or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And like, this almost feels like it's either a record that would be perfect to even hear other country artists do a cover of, or a country record that you did a cover of essentially, and you know what I mean? And then in that case, you took that kind of record to you know, a different style or whatnot, right? Because your voice doesn't have that country sort of freaking style, so it adds you know, some different that we haven't sort of freaking heard. And you know, I think we think about a video in that same aspect. We think about this being in a movie trailer, Midnight Train to Georgia, you know what I mean, in theaters this Friday, and then, you know, at the point where they're taking the train, you know what I mean, and then they're going through and then they're meeting their loved one or whatever, you know what I mean, you got that song playing in the cusp or whatnot, man. Listen, if y'all like that one, we got one more that is probably completely different. We don't know. This one's called Dream. Out of the 2, if you could only choose one to get that full professional video, radio treatment, live performance, I feel like people might pick this one already. Hold on. Okay, I thought it was going to stop right there.
Yeah, I'm nice with it. You know that I'm the meanest though. Okay, you might can spit, but me, I'm still the cleanest though. Sharp like a knife and shit. Give me my cut, it's time to roll. Hard cold as ice and shit. That's why I get it for the low. Shit look like lightning hit when my necklaces start to glow. Man, let's ignite this bitch. Take cover, cause it's about to blow. Don't even like this bitch. She keep texting me X and O. When I shoot, I don't miss. Somebody need to let them know. Can't live my life like this. Why not? Lord, please protect my soul. Man, you're not hype like this. You loud, but you not in control. I feel like Mike Game 6. I'm sick and you can't stop me though. Your shit might need a mix, cause that shit is not gonna go. Yeah. I went from nothing to something, they think I'm bluffing, then fuck them. Got first and nothing above them, got verses fresh out the oven. They hot and you cannot touch them, you couldn't have a discussion. They only talk if you cuff them, I don't know nothing about nothing. I swear this shit is disgusting, dick riding, stop with the guzzling. Been hiding, stop all the ducking, they like ride wires, you bugging. For me it's all or it's nothing, they get my all just for nothing. It ain't my fault that I'm buzzing, they like to talk till I hush them. They say that fools like the Russian, me versus the world like the Russians. Your girl said she had no husband, I don't need no introduction. See when I step into function, they said I should dress formal. Then the weapons stay tucked in, man, I don't know how to act normal.
I like this. It's hard because this one's just straight rap too.
ended this song and he is not leaving. People don't even know what I got up my sleeve. And freaking, you know what, I am not like from Cleveland, but I know what, freaking, I take shit then leave it. You know, when I'm in the corner, there's another time, but I don't even know what I'm gonna do. But I freaking don't know what the hell I'm gonna say when I'm in your daughter. But you know what, I'm about to freaking go in the fridge, drink some water, then I come back and shit. Always wouldn't tell you that I don't know how I rap and shit.
Let me go over here and then hit this button right here. Man. Listen, you know what I'm saying? He hit that freaking shit pretty decent or whatnot. 3 minutes and 20 in full. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with song structure, of course. Two completely different genres, right? When we're freaking thinking about it, right? And again, getting back into that first one, you know what I'm saying? He had brought that, you know, more of a, you know what I'm saying, pop-esque sort of vibe to something that could be a country song as well. And then this one, just straight freaking rap and stuff like that. Nothing necessarily, you know, melodic, but, you know, both songs show, you know, different versions of what he can do. And, you know what I'm saying? These aren't the only two songs that we've heard. You know, some of the other songs I've heard from him just continue to show that universality of just the overall artist that he can freaking be. And by the way, the more that you can do as well, right? We see that you can sing, you can rap, you can get in there in different kind of genres as well, right? Like as a writer, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we often get stuck in doing so much of our own stuff that we forget, hey, you know what? I could like make a song that I can use as a reference for another artist to basically, you know what I'm saying, make, and then, you know what I'm saying, like really produce that song, right? And get those writers credits as well or whatnot. Because if you're good at it, you know, there's a little bit of a flair there and so like that. Now, I will say, you know, people are more accepting when it comes to singing as opposed to the, you know what I'm saying, rap freaking stuff. Like including myself and stuff like that. I literally would not be comfortable with people writing my shit. Like the whole aspect of a lot of us as rappers, man, is like, you know, if some shit is dope, we should always be able to say like, oh, I wrote that, man. And, you know, and then feel good about it because we came up with everything, the structure, the, you know what I'm saying, the type of beat we wanted to rap on or producing the beat. You know what I mean? This is also why, like, I hate AI so much right now, because I feel like it takes out a lot of that work for people. That sort of like, but it's not even like a bad work that feels like a chore. Figuring out the dope beat you want to make or rap to or sing to, and then figuring out the right words that go, and then placing them properly, and then having the right energy. Like when you get it right and then people like it, you know what I'm saying? It just has so much more of a doper feeling than just like if you have an idea and then you type it into something, it spits something out, and then you try to submit that around as a record. Like, nah, like we want to congratulate you guys on your actual artistry, getting into y'all songs.
This ice and shit, that's why I get it for the low. Shit look like lightning hit when my necklaces start to glow. Man, let's ignite this
like
bitch.
Look, him being on this record, being able to have a very chill kind of freaking demeanor or whatnot, but having the mix at a good freaking state where we can still hear everything, we can still hear the clarity in the vocals. I've been telling artists that kind of freaking all day. It's like if you have a low energy and you're rapping to a high energy beat, if you don't have that mix that still allows your vocals to cut through the beat and for us to hear, you know, what you're freaking doing, it sort of loses some of its flair, and then people will want you to use more aggressiveness, more energy and stuff like that. That still could happen though too, like in the live performance or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Even with this still being, you know what I'm saying, decent with the energy that you used on there, I still could see, you know, during the live performance, people feeling it, you tapping into that energy, man. You may you may like I don't know how much you go in there. Anyways, what up, y'all? Everyone was wondering if something plus it has everything wondering. Man, AI. When there is this was not freaking AI. That's the conversation. But AI in general, man. Like we get into this. We had so many of those conversations freaking yesterday. It wasn't even funny. And again, like with AI in general, always, only, ever, if anything, right? Use it as a tool. I'll tell you like what I would accept in AI, right? In terms of, let's say, writing and shit like that. If like, okay, you want all the details to be able to make sure that you have, you know, the information so that you can properly write the song yourself, right? If I'm going into like, all right, I need to make it like a Power Rangers theme song, but I forgot the names of all the weapons or some shit like that, right? You can, okay, you know what I'm saying? What's the name of all the Power Rangers weapons and shit like that? That is freaking fine. But telling it to write you a song about Power Rangers, you know what I'm saying? And then you using that, I feel like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, don't let it do the work for you. When it comes to art, same freaking shit. I like when you take out that aspect of like getting somebody dope that can hand draw you some dope shit for an album cover, or like actually take a really good shot and then add some kind of filters and in certain things and then like make it look professional. Like you literally disregard all of those, you know, artists who can literally who can do what AI can do, but they're doing it with real things, with real shots, and kind of doing a lot of it by hand. And I think again, there's a lot more appreciation in that detail and stuff like that when it comes to, again, whatever it is, artists, beats, you know. And I think we all want to feel like whatever we are listening to every time is something real, so we can congratulate that artist, the producer, the writer. Every aspect of it is freaking dope if, you know, there's something real in it. And again, we appreciate, and then I give you the last aspect of AI, right? So if you are an artist who maybe loses your voice, right? If you are a great artist like a Phil Collins, you know what I'm saying, I think Beanie Siegel recently had, you know what I'm saying, like his voice isn't the same or whatnot, but he wanted to get back into, you know what I'm saying? So he had kind of, you know, made one. And by the way, there are two forms of it. One is where like you kind of tell it to make a type of song, and then you use the sort of imprints of whatever that sort of person's voice is, and it'll sort of put the things out. The other one is you still have to do the work, right? So you go in, rap the actual song, and then what it does is basically manipulate your vocals back to sounding, you know, maybe like an earlier version of yourself, or again, just a more like you version than you may sound currently or whatnot, right? So if he performs live, it still may sound different, but on the record, you'd get that still authentic version. Again, that's fine. It's you being you, right? We can't hate on that. If it's like, yo, you know what? I want to go back to like sounding like, you know, so whatever. It's you being you. I'm fine with that. But if it's Drake trying to be Tupac and Snoop, you know what I'm saying? Like it takes every aspect of like kind of respect out of it, right? There's funness though when you get like a Elvis singing I like big butts but I cannot lie, you know what I'm saying? But like again, I mean, it's a dangerous sort of freaking place. Once AI basically replaces everything, you guys will all feel it at all sectors and shit like that. People will be like, oh, I don't need you because I have AI. I don't need you because I have AI. At everything, animation, freaking music, beats, and artists, right? If the labels just said, you know what, fuck everybody, let's drop Kendrick, let's drop Drake, let's drop Jay, let's drop, you know what I'm saying? You can't drop me. Listen, it can happen. So, and just remind people what it means to be human when you guys are out here making music and stuff like that. He said, so AI can't really push the envelope. He said, to me, the difference is that while humans can break new ground, although rarely we can do, James Brown, maybe, you know what I'm saying, Bach, etc., AI is only as good as the already existing human thing that trained it, man. You see, that is, I wish I had that thing that what's his name? Somebody gotta tell him about it. Listen, 100%, right? It is trained off of real artists, both independent and major, you know, artists that are freaking out there, right? So there's that aspect of, okay, you can I mean, I don't know. Like every time that I hear it and I can like tell that it's AI, there's just something that doesn't allow me to love it as much, right? So again, even if it was a new theme song to a TV show that was, it's just a cartoon or something like that, I feel like I would still have a problem the moment I find out that, you know what I'm saying, it's AI. Because when you fall in love with the things, right? You want to be able to thank the person behind it, right? Like the directors behind the movies, the writers. Like I was somebody who was a true movie buff that like I stayed before Marvel movies, man. I stayed to after the credits and was just like, I sat, talked about the movie, looked at the names and shit like that. I appreciated the aspect of films, right? And with music, it's the same thing. Right, you want to know that like someone thought of the production, the melodies, of this, that. If you were sampling something, same thing. How you chop it up, when you're digging in those crates and you're trying to find the best sample, there's a skill there, right? Even if you just let me just loop this, you know, it's you found that shit before I did, and like man, you know, I wish I found that first type shit. But again, I don't think anything will replace as good as the songs I hear. We had one that came in yesterday that was like, this would 100% be on anime, and they would, you know, rock that. But, you know, again, then like what happens when some song becomes the hit and then people want to go see that artist in concert but can't because they're not real? Even if you try to do a hologram, who's the hologram? We want the artist to be real. Where's what interview are we gonna have? I don't feel like I want to either collab with or do, you know, situations where it's like a person, all right, let me put in a prompt and then here's the idea and stuff. Like, no, because you're already taking out half of my job too and shit like that when you're doing that. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, we could talk about this all day. I appreciate y'all. And it said now you can thank the prompt writer or some of that. It's like I don't want to. Listen, we gotta, right? For anything, like we've always, as human beings, we've always been into finding ways to cut down time to do stuff, right? We had the broom. We was like, fuck this shit. No, we were first picking shit up with our hands. We said, fuck that shit. We then had the broom, right? Started sweeping things out of under rugs and freaking shit like that. Then we was like, fuck that shit. Got a vacuum, right? You know what I'm saying? That sort of, you know, elevated into different kinds of vacuums and whatnot. I don't feel like it ever got better than that outside of Roombas that just go around your house vacuuming by themselves, so you don't even gotta touch it anymore and shit like that. But like, again, there's always that kind of elevation in everything, right? But I think AI is just it's one of those things that, like, you know, you don't want people to get lazy and to not know how dope it is to like actually make a real song, to like to think about, again, just like before we get out of here, to think about all the way down to the instrumental, right? What you want to do or whatnot, like coming up, getting on the keyboard, just hitting, you know what I'm saying, random keys, or like trying to figure out what you want to do there, coming up with the freaking beat, then figuring out what words should go to that song, doing it, putting it freaking down. Like the aspect of coming up with a song, with actually coming up with a song and then putting that out. Right. And it being something that comes from you. Right. Like there will be no experience like it when you have the right song in those occasions, especially or whatnot. Right. When you're giving people pieces of yourself, essentially, you know, and that's all I'm, you know, afraid of. Right. Like I want the essential, you know, the person that wants to be a writer, essentially. Right. I want them to have the opportunity to work with real artists instead of just going to that AI prompt, right? Like, let me go over here and then, like, no, like work with, because like that whole, like Drake would not, I started from the bottom, now we here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it means something to like go through the freaking shit. You know what I'm saying? Yep, indeed. All right, so listen, we will be back later on freaking tonight, hopefully between you know, like 4 or 5 or something freaking like that. Hopefully it won't be freaking too late. But we will be back and we'll continue our freaking show. You guys will be able to send in and we shall come back or whatnot. Be sure to subscribe to us. We are on all platforms, including TikTok and such. And yeah, I shall see you. Whee!
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so...